feel like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What we want.
My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch fun like Jackie Brown. I wanna know if she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime,
It's not going well.
just some me time.
Hope you doing what you want.
Crib by the beach like Odell. Over all my killers don't tell. Chateau, I'm off of the New York the shelf. Now my bitch is Chanel. Will you be my leading lady? I wanna contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime,
It's not going well.
get some me time.
Hope you doing what you want. Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want.
In the meantime,
It's not doing what I want.
get some me time.
You doing what you want.
In the meantime,
It's not doing what I want.
get some me time.
You doing what you want.
Maybe I'll love myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
Like a glance from the past, you can see the dark. In the frame, you're the poster on the wall. My dreams, you the prince, and I'm like, oh, fairy tales, I'm not used to it. Oh, you got me questioning what it's done to me. Used to be out of reach. Feel like you're testing me, you're the necessity. Full court press on me. Don't fuck me up, don't let me down. You know I wanna be around. You tell me more and more. I just think it ever be so hard. Crazy, I'm letting down my guard. Don't fuck me up, don't let me down. Cause if you ever wanna drown, I need to hear it from you. Looking when I know you tell me how to fuck me up, don't let me down. Slit your wrist, but I'm willing to take a chance. What you think with my heart in your hands?
CL Style.
It's your boy Red.
I'm loving the studio. Like, as soon as I walked in, I was like, this is it right here. I just got into my element. But I'm loving it. I just really enjoyed listening to Jamil. It was just a great conversation. I mean, this is good. I'm like, okay, this is. Maybe we'll see after today. We'll see how tonight stands out. Yeah. We'll see.
We want to give a shout out to our season 4 sponsor, A Servant's Heart LLC. A Servant's Heart prides themselves in community care. They offer non-medical and HPC transportation, as well as home personal care. For questions, to schedule consultation, or to join their team of professionals, you can follow them on Facebook at A Servant's Heart LLC. Email them at aservantshearttoledo@gmail.com. That's 2 T's. Or give them a call at 419-407-5399. So thank you again to A Servant's Heart for their support of the Mud Talk podcast and being our season 4 sponsor.
Hey. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your homie Big T.
Hi, Miss Amy.
And you are officially tapped in and tuned into the hottest podcast that brings you the latest in music, news, and fashion, and the only show that keeps our ears to the streets.
Well, you grind and shine.
Hey, it's another Friday night.
I know.
We're here. I love Friday nights because it's Mud Talk, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Mud Talk, baby.
Yeah, I love it. Brand new episode. We are back. We are here live, and we have a special guest host today.
Guest host, yeah.
You know, we don't let everybody into the Mud Talk family. We are very selective, okay?
Yes.
But we have none other than Mo Wilson from the Keeping It Real with Mo podcast. How you feel, Mo?
What up?
We're going to need you to talk to that mic. We told you.
There you go. Tip that down.
Tip it down. We told you.
Put it all up in your mouth.
There it is. There you go. Now
maybe not that close. Oh, is that the broken one?
Huh?
They gave me a broken one.
Did they?
We might.
We'll
change it out.
We'll change it out in a minute.
Yeah. It's good. I got it.
Are you?
Oh, she did. She got it real.
I got it.
Okay.
Break
all right.
yourself, fool. Break yourself.
Listen, we didn't give her a mic. She'll know how to act.
Right.
But we are back here. It's a brand new episode. How's everybody feeling? How was everybody's week? I feel like it was in the atmosphere that everybody had a tough week.
It was a tough week. Yeah. I was on spring break, but it was I think I described it to somebody today that the week that I had, I'm glad I was on spring break because if I was working, I'm not sure I could have handled it. It was one of those weeks.
I'm
So
ready for spring break.
Yeah. Yeah, this week felt like 2 weeks in one. Like
I felt that 2 weeks ago right before my spring break felt like a month in one.
My spring break is not until April 18th.
Yeah, it was feeling awful. It was awful, feeling like end of May-ish.
Yeah,
with the sun out.
Yeah,
I know.
If y'all see me smoking cigarettes in the parking lot, just know that
nobody smokes cigarettes anymore. He's hitting that breeze.
No, I need the nicotine.
It's like I want the Newport.
Give me the Newport
100s
in the box.
In the box.
Yes.
My 100.
Yes.
Nicely packed.
Marlboro Lights, something.
Marlboro Lights. You went from Newport 100 to Marlboro Lights.
Virginia
Nobody
Slims.
does that. Oh yeah. Get the little holder. Yeah, he needs a Virginia Slim.
The Virginia Slim, but
everybody needs a Virginia Slim in their life some days.
Yeah, but we are all here, so we're blessed and we're thankful, and it's another episode of Mud Talk. So relieve your stress while watching.
This has made just coming on air has just taken the weight of the week off.
Yes.
We're here.
So before we get into anything, we have to thank a sponsor, and we would like to thank our amazing sponsor of Rita Armour. She's an amazing person, and I absolutely love her.
We love Rita.
But this week's Mud Talk episode is sponsored by Rita Armour, real estate agents with Key Realty and Shank Group. Buying or selling? Let's make it happen. Looking for your dream home or ready to sell for top dollar? She's here to guide you every step of the way. With expert market knowledge, strong negotiation skills, and a passion for helping clients, she'll make your real estate journey smooth and successful. She is a local market expert. She gets the best deals, whether you're buying or selling, and she gives personalized service, and she has proven results. So don't play with her, okay? So Help her or she can help you turn your real estate goals into reality. Call or text Rita Armour at 313-220-4200 today. Again, we want to say thank you to our episode 58 sponsor, real estate agent Rita Armour. So let's give her a hand clap. Let's go.
Rita.
Yeah, so shout out to Rita, man. So make sure y'all tap in with her because, like we said, she gets the
She will work. She will work for you. Whatever it is that you need. I can say that personally. She will work for you.
Yes, she got you. Even in this housing market, she got you. So,
absolutely.
But shout out to Rita. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Rita.
Yes. So y'all know we cannot get the show started without doing what we call Big T with the
T.
And this is where I give you all of the latest celebrity news and gossip because they keep me with job security. So I appreciate the celebrities and they messiness because this is how I keep my job and we pay the bills around here. So, but let's get into it. So first things first, Gayle King is in a lot of trouble, y'all. Yeah, she's in a lot of trouble. So all of our news, of course, comes from TMZ. But Gayle King is catching some flack online after casually using a gay slur on live TV. Throwing it out in the middle of a joke she was quoting. The TV host was interviewing Mateo Lane, who is a well-known author and comedian on CBS Mornings. He was on the show CBS Mornings about his new book, Your Pasta Sucks, a cookbook, when she quoted one of Lane's jokes back at him. King says, "Can we talk about the stand-up? Can I just say one joke? I hope I don't get in trouble." See, she already knew she was going to get in trouble.
If you have to start any sentence,
she already knew
with, "Is this going to get me in trouble?" Or please don't be offended. but it's always got the but.
It's always the but. So she said, "I hope I don't get in trouble. You do a riff about white women who approached you and they said something about cooking. And you said, what in the," I won't repeat it, but it rhymes with haggotry. Just put the F in there in the beginning. "What in the haggotry are you talking about?" So Lane clearly wasn't offended by the use of the word, and King hasn't apologized. So it seems everyone's just walking away from this moment without being upset and outraged. At least everyone directly involved in the moment isn't outraged. While it was a lighthearted moment on the show, people online did not like what Gayle used. Okay, they even calling her out for using slow, and they even said that she should have her job gone. That she should be fired.
Is Lane? Is he gay?
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
So. But I feel like that would be even worse.
No, that's why I was wondering. I was like, and the fact that they're like, "Oh, he didn't even care," and I was like, because everybody online's like, "That's not okay."
Yeah, but I don't even think gay people use that word.
I've never heard that word in that fashion. I mean, I've heard that word.
Funny. She's not funny.
I've heard that word.
Yes, I heard the word.
Not in that form.
Yes, in that form. Yeah. So I don't know, Gayle, what you got going on, but not cool.
She's gonna get canceled.
Yeah, well,
she might already be canceled.
I'm sure the Twitter fingers were going ham.
Black Twitter was. Yeah.
I mean, she's canceled.
I mean, does she get the Black Twitter? Is she Black Twitter worthy?
I don't know if anybody is it called Black Twitter? Is it Black X
Twitter?
There is a Black Twitter.
Black Twitter.
Black X.
Is it still Twitter or is it like
it is? Everybody on X still calls it Twitter.
Yeah, I know.
Like I never say like let me go X. No, it's let me go tweet.
I know what you like your X for.
Yeah, just add 2 more X's for my X.
Yeah, that's about the only thing the Big T like that X for.
Hey, why don't you just put my business out there?
You already put it out there.
Yeah, but the new people don't know what's going on.
Well, now they do.
Oh, what's down?
I like everybody to be included in everything that we talk about.
We are all inclusive.
We want to include everybody. Our new guests. Yeah.
Now you do.
Listen,
now you know why he likes Black X.
Black X.
With 2 more X's. But not that part of X, right? We don't like when
we don't
people
like
are
that.
saying inappropriate things.
Yeah, that's not cool. All right. In other news, congratulations to Eminem. He is officially a grandfather.
Yay! I saw that today. I was so excited.
Yeah, so he's officially Grandpa Shady because his daughter, Haley J, had her first child. Haley made the announcement on Friday, posted to Instagram snaps of her little boy, Elliot Marshall McClintock, who was born March 14th with the caption, "Happy due date, 3 weeks, Earthside, little E."
So was he like in the hospital for a little bit? That's what that kind of sounds like.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it says, and they usually happy due date means they came early.
Oh,
so he came 3 weeks early, which makes sense, right? As to why she probably didn't announce it.
Yeah, that could make sense.
Because he was in the hospital.
Look at you in motherhood.
Listen, that baby.
Yeah. So, but Eminem revealed that Haley was pregnant last year in his new music video with his daughter giving him a custom Detroit Lions jersey that said Grandpa on the back.
So today I watched, somebody put a little video online with the picture of the baby, who is absolutely adorable, by the way. Like just an adorable, of course, because she's gorgeous and, Dad in his prime. Actually, he might be sexier now than he was back in the day.
Who, Eminem?
Yeah. He's grown up. He's like
matured.
fine wine. Like he has aged like wine.
Yeah.
I think. But and then they flashed back to when she gave him the jersey, and I'm over
Yeah.
here. I got like tears coming out of the eyes.
Aw,
It
you
was
little
nice.
thug cry.
I
love
did.
that.
I had a little thug cry because that was so
Thug cry.
sweet.
All right, and in our last piece of news, we're going to talk about Making the Band. Well, one of the members from Making the Band. Remember the TV show
I
Making
heard
the
that
Band?
forever.
I know, right? Yeah. So Dylan, who was the reggae rapper, who his ego, he was too big for Diddy on the second version of Making the Band. He was arrested this week for allegedly not keeping his hands to himself when cops say he smacked another man in the face. TMZ Hip Hop obtained the arrest warrant for Dylan issued by the Apex Police Department in connection with an alleged altercation on April 3rd in Wake County, North Carolina. According to the report, Dylan willfully struck a man named Paul Joseph Galo by smacking him across the face with an open hand slap at least
Ooh.
twice. Officers responded to the scene and arrested
I'm sorry. It was like, how?
I mean, was it a Chris Rock slap or was it just a?
It was a full on, I don't know. At least twice though. There could have been more.
It could have been more, but they saw at least twice.
It's not funny. I'm
Officers
sorry.
responded to the scene.
It's not funny.
It's not funny, but it's just the
It's
fact
kind of funny.
you smacked somebody, a grown man across
At
the
least
face.
twice. Not just once, like just one time. It did.
But the officer responded to the scene and arrested Dylan and charged him with simple assault, which is a misdemeanor. Dylan posted $500 bond and was released on the same day. He's due to appear in court on July 1st. So Dylan, keep your hands to
Is
yourself.
his name
man.
Dylan or Dylan?
It's Dylan.
I thought it was Dylan.
No.
I'm looking at that like
it's
you
Dylan.
reminded me of those sketches where the substitute teachers read the names. And I was like,
Aaron.
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yes.
it's spelled Dylan, but it could
Yes,
be Dylan.
Dylan.
All right.
So another reason why I was laughing though is because if y'all ever used to watch the Chappelle show,
Mhm.
he did a skit where he was Dylan on the show,
Oh.
and he was like, he was pretending to be him, and he was like, I don't want to be anymore because it's Dylan. Who's the best rapper alive? Dylan. So that's just
So it just reminded you of that one.
It reminded me of that, and it also reminded me of when Dave Chappelle was like, "What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap."
No, it was 10 fingers because it was slap slap. That's what it was.
So, but that was my big tea with the tea. You know, if I got some tea, I'm gonna spill it here first on Mud Talk. So, more of the story of today's tea was keep your hands to yourself, or you can end up in jail.
Yeah.
Yes. So keep your damn hands to yourself. y'all. All right. So it's been quite some time since we've had our mental health moment because we've been doing a lot of, you know, kind of like serious stuff.
Mental
lately.
healthy things,
Yes, mental
yeah.
healthy things. And so Miss Amy is back with our mental health matters. And so, Miss Amy, what tips are you giving to us today?
So this week, because it was my spring break, I did a lot of spring cleaning at my house.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to talk about a different type of spring cleaning, and that is to spring clean our lives. So how
Ooh,
can we
child.
spring clean
Ooh.
our lives?
Child.
Because
Pass
let's
the
be
collection
real.
plate around because I
I
think you're about
know.
to take us to church.
I am.
Take some notes.
Yeah, get the pen.
Come on.
Just get everything ready. No, because in life, it's not just about decluttering your house. It's
Mhm.
about the fact that we are much more than just the space that we live in. So life builds up, stress builds up, people, routines, and honestly, we all need a reset. And what better time than when everything is new, like in the spring? All right. So the first one is to spring clean your mental clutter. So a lot of us are carrying a lot in our heads.
Mhm.
We are carrying way too much noise, endless decisions, stress. We've just kind of gotten used to the noise, almost to the point where we kind of ignore it.
Yeah.
And so one way that you can spring clean your mental health and your mental clutter is to just take a few minutes a day to just unplug. And that's every day, not just one day a week. Because I know for a while I was like, unplugging just on my self-care Sundays, but every day to mentally unplug. So shut off your notifications, put your phone down, take a brain break, and do something to just kind of get the thoughts kind of out of your head. You don't have to do like a fancy meditation practice. You could, but you don't have to. Just enough to just get the noises. And this one can be kind of uncomfortable because when you're so used to the constant noise in your head,
Mhm.
it can get really uncomfortable, even just for 10 minutes, because it's almost like, okay, what's going on? Like somebody needs me, something's
Yeah.
going on. So it might be uncomfortable at first, but once you start to clear the mental clutter out of your brain, that will help you to sort of de-stress and come down a little bit from the mental clutter. The next one is to spring clean our habits. So some of our routines are serving us very well, and some of our habits are not serving us very well. So the first part of this is to take inventory. What is not serving you well? What are those habits that you're doing? What are the habits that are helping you? And then, so are you overbooking yourself? Like, are you spending hours, upon hours scrolling on your phone or social media, and calling that your downtime?
Yeah.
Because it's really not downtime. Maybe there's other habits that you have. Maybe you've gotten into sort of a habit where you're not doing, the healthy eating or, exercise or whatever it is that you need. So taking the inventory, asking what's actually supporting the kind of life that you want. And whatever those habits are, those are the ones that we should feed. And all the other habits, it's okay to kind of make a plan to take them out. Taking out habits out of our life is also hard. So you have to kind of like make a plan.
Yes.
Because taking everything out and trying to wipe everything clean is never going to be successful. But just take the inventory, figure out one that you can work on, and work on that one.
Yeah.
So spring cleaning our relationships. So that is the next one.
Come on.
Yep, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to the relationships one. It's not necessarily about cutting people off left and right. So that's not what I'm going to say is like come in here and just cut them all off, get them out of there. But it is okay to reassess the relationships that you have in your life. So going through and asking like, do I have relationships right now in my life that are constantly draining me? Are there relationships that are toxic? Are there situations where I am pouring a ton of energy into somebody and it is not giving me the same energy back? And so when we are spring cleaning your life, you can cut people off if you need to, but it's more about prioritizing the people who are showing up and who are listening to you and respecting your time and your boundaries and making that be what you spend your energy on. It's important to protect that energy like we talked about last time. And also your environment does matter. So it is important to spring clean your environment. You don't have to do like an HGTV home makeover, although that would be nice, right? Although as I was spring cleaning my house, I was like, oh my God, this wallpaper's gonna go. I need to like scrape and then I started getting stressed out and that was mental clutter in my head. But it does matter. So it can be very anxious to have an unorganized space. I actually focus a lot on my bedroom. My bedroom tends to be the place where when all the guests are coming over, I'm like, just shove everything in the bed, just put it all in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And then I have all these like little doom piles all over my bedroom. And I'm like, so I went through a ton of doom piles. I have piles now where I'm going to take them out and donate some clothes. I went through all my clothes and I got rid of things that and that's hard.
Yeah.
Because I am like, well, what if I fit this? Or what if this is my size someday? Or what if I have to go here? But I was like, nope, just do the ones that you wear and get rid of the other ones. Cleaning off your surfaces, open the window, get some fresh air in the house, air it out. So get rid of those mail piles. I know that we all have hidden in a drawer somewhere. Go through that, get rid of the ones that you don't need. So little shifts can actually just change their whole tone. So spring cleaning your environment. And lastly, this isn't about spring cleaning, but just setting direction. So I know we do this a lot on New Year's where we start to set direction, but it's time to do it again because I'm sure some of us forgot our direction or we need a new direction. So maybe we have kind of accomplished what we wanted to accomplish from January till now.
Yeah.
So let's set a direction. Doesn't have to be a huge goal. It can just be a general sense of like, where am I heading? So we're heading into spring. So it's April and we're heading into summer, which a lot of people have some extra time in the summer. So is there something that you want to focus on? Is there a goal that you want to accomplish? Something simple. It doesn't have to be something super complex that just little steps that you can take in order to kind of reach the bigger goals. And not anything that's going to pressure you or make you feel terrible about it because that's not spring cleaning, like making yourself feel guilty. But just more as a reminder, like this is where I'm headed. This is how it's going to serve my life. So yeah, spring cleaning doesn't have to mean doing it all or fixing everything, but just clearing a little space in every part of our life.
I love that.
Amen.
Shout out, give you some snaps.
Thank you.
You came through with the
snap.
notes. You can't?
You've never snapped?
I can't snap.
What? How do you go through this part of your life and never snap? I'll teach you.
You can't.
I can.
I can't.
Well,
snap.
we'll have to teach you how to snap during a commercial
I
break.
have never in my. Oh, that works.
This works.
Hey, use your resources. I'm with it. I like it.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Amy,
You're
for that Mental Health
welcome.
Matters. We appreciate you always for your amazing mental health tips. And remember, guys, we are always about mental health here. So if you ever need any resources, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us on our Instagram page, which is Mud Talk 419, or on our Facebook page, Mud Talk Podcast. So we are always here with mental health resources. So if you just need somebody to talk to, we are here. We got you. So,
As long as you want to talk about mental health and you're not trying to slide into DMs.
yes, you can't be using your mental health to try to.
Don't.
Yeah.
I'm saying any of our DMs.
Yes.
Sometimes
Don't
I get I get some weird ones where I'm like, they are not here trying to get mental health resources.
Yeah, trying to use your trauma bond to get with me. No. I got my own trauma to worry about. So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and do a commercial break. We got some bills to pay, and when we come back, we're going to tap in with Cousin Mo from the Keeping It Real with Mo podcast show. We're going to talk with her. We got some games we're going to play, or this or that we got, and I have my tips with T today.
Yay.
And today, I'm talking about 5 things of what you should or should not do in traffic. That's what I'm talking about today. Yes. And I was inspired, and I'm gonna tell you why I was inspired.
I can tell by the tone of your voice.
Yes.
You're like, I was inspired.
I was inspired because something happened today at the gas station. My original tips with T was 5 things what you should or should not do with your taxes. But then I was like, nope, I need to do the traffic thing because this really pissed me off today. So,
and it's not an FYF, so you're like, I'm putting it in there
I gotta
somewhere.
put it in my tips with T today. So when we come back, we're gonna get into all that. So make sure y'all keep it locked, y'all. It's Mud Talk. Want to get the word out about your business or organization? Well, the Hottest Podcast now offers the hottest sponsorship packages, starting as low as $15. That's right, $15 will help you get your business and organization out to millions and millions of listeners heard around the world. So make sure you go to the official Mud Talk Facebook page and check out our sponsorship packages right now. The Hottest Podcast is back with new merch dropping right now. Tap in and check out our latest in hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and now we have official Mud Talk water bottles and more. So make sure you head over right now to the official Mud Talk merch store and get into it. And right now, if you order, you'll get 25% off of all of the latest merch in our Mud Talk merch store. So go over to our Instagram page at Mud Talk 419 and get into all of the latest, newest merch that is available right now. Mud Talk, the only podcast that brings you the latest in music, news, and fashion, and the only show that keeps our ears to the streets while you grind and shine. What's good, y'all? We are back here on Mud Talk. Before we get into anything, we want to say thank you to everybody who taps in and tunes in with us, whether you watch on Facebook, whether you watch on YouTube, or whether you listen to us on any of the streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Sirius XM Radio, or wherever you stream your podcast. We appreciate y'all for always tapping into the Mud Talk show. And we appreciate people who buy merch.
Yes.
I love people who buy merch. It's so dope when we go out into the community and we see people with the crew necks on, the t-shirts on. We now have these new fancy little coffee mugs, or it should be a coffee mug, but it can be whatever you want to use.
It's my ginger ale mug.
Well, there's water in here today, so you got to stay hydrated.
There's ginger ale in here today.
So, but yeah, we got these new mugs. We got new, what's the other one? The tumblers.
There's coffee mugs. There's actually like a tall water bottle too that you can get.
Yeah.
There's dog scarves, baby onesies.
Man, I'm still trying.
Shorts.
Somebody have a baby so I can get you a Mud Talk onesie.
They have teddy bears too. I think I might have unlocked the teddy bear.
Did you?
I think I might have.
Wow, I love that for us.
So it's got the teddy bears wearing like a little Mud Talk shirt on it. Oh,
we should get that flip to somebody for Valentine's Day.
apparently Jesus said no.
Yeah, so I don't know, but yeah, thank you to everybody who buys merch and does all that good stuff. Thank you guys for supporting the show. So we told y'all that we have Mo Wilson in the building.
But before we do that, I'm gonna do a commercial.
I'll see. Look, I'll be ready to take off.
I need you to. I told him I haven't been at work all week, and he has. So
it's because I'm not on spring break, man.
Simmer down.
We're gonna just.
I think I'm still in classroom mode.
We're gonna wind that right back.
Let's go back.
Clearly, you're not, because if you were in classroom mode, we would be on the schedule.
Well, no, in my classroom is
not in his classroom.
We're doing what I said we was doing. Okay.
I mean, you did type this.
Okay, but still, it might on the board say we're going to do that, but we're changing gears. But no.
I always call it like my time. Like I always call it Miss Time.
Yes. Yeah. But we're not going to do that quite yet because we got to pay some bills real quick.
We do.
Because we got a sponsor.
We do.
What we got?
Going somewhere? We got you. ENT Transportation is a low-cost transportation service that offers services to the grocery store, doctor's appointments, work, school, and even airport runs. And it is about to be spring break and or summer break, and I know people are traveling, so we need to get to that airport. Services must be scheduled 24 hours in advance. For more information, call 419-820-0549 or 419-578-8040. So thank you to ENT Transportation for being one of the sponsors of the Mud Talk podcast.
Yeah, so shout out to ENT Transportation. We're going to give them a hand clap real quick. Shout out.
Yes.
So shout out to ENT Transportation. And as me and CL Styles like to say, it is cheaper than 2 Chipotle bowls.
Oh, you didn't want to talk about cheaper than a breeze? Because I think it was a vape for
Yes.
cheaper than 2 packs of Newport 100s that
In a
people
box.
once
Virginia Slim.
Virginia
Slim.
Slim.
Oh, those might be
Yes.
expensive. I don't know.
Yeah. Hell, everything is expensive right now. So
literally.
Yes. So, but as I said before, we got into that commercial. We got Mo Wilson from the Keeping It Real with Mo
up,
podcast
y'all?
show.
What up?
What's good, Mo? How you feel?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
She's gonna sing. I told you I was gonna get you to sing. Yes, I did. I heard that too. I heard that.
No.
So, for those of you that don't know, and if you haven't checked it out, I got to be a guest on Mo's podcast
On Monday.
Yes.
So you can check that out. But I told her that I was going to get her to sing.
I don't sing.
You just sang.
No.
She just
Never
sang.
sang.
I heard a
No,
note.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
I got her to sing.
Oh,
Bishop
man.
Randall Parker, if you're listening, she needs to be on the work.
She does.
I am a greeter. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
time
Just
you
say,
know,
no more.
just say
Step-
yes.
step
just
forward.
And then do your trick. Just
I
say
know
yes.
my
and-
calling and I know my
She said that is not my ministry.
No, man.
Well, we have. If you go and watch that, you can go hear our way that we deal with when we don't want
I
to
want
sing
to hear
in the
you
choir.
sing. So yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna sing.
Well, we have a song that we did
We
earlier.
do.
Oh yeah, we
Wait,
remix.
We'll
I don't-
talk
I don't-
about that later.
That'll be an after dark special
After
someday.
dark special.
That is an after dark situation for sure.
Yes, but cousin Mo. So before we even get into all of the podcast stuff, you are not just a podcaster. You're a mom. You know, you are an educator. You know what I'm saying? So kind of tell the people a little bit about who Mo Wilson is.
I'm everything. First and foremost, I'm a mom.
Yes.
I'm a boy mom. So I have a 28-year-old son that lives in Columbus, and I have a 14-year-old 8th grader, B, as y'all know him.
Mm.
He said,
Well,
Mhm.
I think she knows
yeah,
him.
yes, very well.
Oh,
Let's see. I work for a school system. I'm a secretary, actually. So no, I'm not an educator. I guess
Yes,
you
you
could
are.
say that.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I
Yes,
guess
you
you
are.
could say that.
Yes.
I am a clerical.
you are educating
A clerical.
people.
I work with the little people, the preschoolers. So
Okay.
yes, I have worked in the schools. I have worked in elementary, middle school, junior high. So high school, I know pretty much everything.
What's
about
the
it.
best
Yeah.
age? Because I've also done pre-K through college. So what's your favorite age?
The little people,
Mhm.
because they don't talk back. They can't talk. And some of them that do talk, all they want is stickers and to say hi. So
Yeah.
And the fruit
that's like the
snack.
highlight of my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to look at them. Like, it's like when they walk by, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And they just, but if I had to, pre-K was left
Like,
behind.
hi friends. No,
Oh, they probably love
Yeah,
you.
I don't have time to be getting cussed out by middle schoolers. Like,
See, give me that.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it. I'm like, give me all that.
Give me
Give me the cussed out by the
I
middle
don't
schoolers,
have
high
that.
schoolers.
No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that whining and that crying.
No,
oh,
I can't.
No, I can't do that. No.
I'm always like, I can work well with kids, but I'm like, what do you need?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
your snot just coming down your
Oh,
nose.
that's-
Oh,
that
yeah,
is-
that's
not-
weird. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
Do you wipe snot a lot?
No,
No.
I don't deal with the children.
I would glove up. I would just be
I don't.
like,
I don't actually deal with the children.
Okay.
I just do
Yeah.
the preschool.
you just get to
enrollments.
see them walk by and
To see them walk by. That's it. Here's your sticker.
Yeah. they love
Yeah.
you because you give them that sticker.
They love us. Really, they do.
Yeah. So you said you're a boy mom. You got two sons. What is it like being a boy mom?
The blood of Jesus. Well, it's trying.
Mhm.
I mean, they both have personalities like me. They both have attitudes like me, but
Mhm.
I'm a boy sports mom. So
Okay.
like I'm that mom. It's like my life revolves around work and sports.
Yeah.
So it's like on weekends I'm either at AAU or if it's an off day, I'm home
Mhm.
trying to rest. But yeah.
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 It's very challenging. I need Jesus and Moscato every weekend.
I mean, who doesn't need Jesus and Moscato?
That is.
I
Well, I
mean,
mean, he did turn water into
He
wine.
did.
Amen.
There was a reason for
Amen.
that.
Yes.
Jesus said, I know how I'm going to help you get through this life.
Yes.
I mean, I have water right here. I'm just waiting.
For it to turn into wine.
Yes.
I mean, I think if we go to that table right over there, there might be a miracle waiting to happen.
Fix it.
I think Jesus knew, like, you guys are going to be stressed. I'm going to give you something to help you out.
It was a blessing.
I
Yes.
should have stood in that line
You should have.
a couple more times because, it's not for the weak. That's all I'm going to say. Being a boy mom is not for the weak.
See, and I actually would, but I have a daughter too, so I feel like I can take being a boy mom all day. I love it.
Mhm.
Being a girl mom,
I prayed for boys because if I had a girl right now, I would be on death row.
right? And that's how I.
Literally
That's how I.
on death
On the
That's how
front
I
cover
feel.
of the lockup book.
Like, I love
With
my daughter.
profile picture.
And
Like,
but I feel that. And
Yeah.
it's very different. So I think I am a better boy mom than girl mom.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They try.
I
oh
just-
yeah, they try you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like if I had a daughter, it just wasn't going to go well.
No, I don't.
Because like the talking back and all that other stuff, I don't got time for it. And then, you know, with daughters, like you got to like, I wouldn't say protect them, but you got to be careful. Like the boys, they
I
like
don't gotta
around.
protect this.
Like,
My daughter, she
I
will.
don't have time for all that. So, but having a son, it was easy. It was easy. It was.
It was.
It was
Do you know what I think? I think that me having a daughter was my mom's prayers being answered
Mm.
because I was one of those teenagers, and I know she was like, I hope you have one just like you someday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And-
and curse you with that.
And I think Jesus said, okay, I got you. So he gave me my daughter. I mean, we're not a ton alike, but we are. I'm starting to see a lot of the teenage
Yeah.
me.
Well, like
coming out.
mine are all over the spectrum. So I have a Leo, I have a Scorpio, and then there's me, the Capricorn. So I mean, you can only imagine like that Scorpio energy is, that Leo vibe. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Well, yes. So being a boy mom is something else you do. What else do you do? I mean, you have a thing like it's like on Mondays.
I
Tell us
have a
about
thing
that.
on Mondays, but I mean, I do a lot. I mean, before the podcast, I started my business, Creative Designs by MJB. So it's like I do type papers, resumes, all that other good stuff. And 2021 was that COVID somewhere
It was
around
like-
there.
we were still locked
Yeah,
up.
we was locked up.
We were still
Whatever.
locked up.
I was bored.
We weren't locked up.
That's what it felt like.
We were in isolation.
No, we were locked up.
And I just got bored. So I was doing a lot of Facebook Lives. And a friend of mine was like, you should turn that live into a podcast. And I was like, wait, will people see my face? She was like, but you're on Facebook. People
Yeah.
see you anyway. And I'm like, yeah, but so 2021, I started the podcast. Got a little bit discouraged at first. I had to change some stuff. And here I am. And I think in August will be season 4.
See?
Wow, that's
Every
good.
other
Congratulations.
Monday.
Wait.
at
See.
7 p.m.
Clap.
I will get this one of these days.
I can't snap, so
That was your applause. I wasn't laughing at you. I just don't know which. I always see A and think applause.
No,
not
C for
C
clap.
for clap. C is
Yes.
for clap.
A for
clap,
awkward.
clap, clap.
yeah.
Because that was awkward.
There you go. That was my song. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
C is for clap.
C is for clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Yes. So why do you call your show Keeping It Real with Mo?
Because I keep it real. I keep it 100. I
Mm-hmm.
do not sugarcoat. Anybody that knows me knows I don't have a filter. I can bring it in and pull it in when I need to be, but I feel like there's topics that don't need to be sugarcoated, and a lot of people try to hide it and just, say what they feel somebody should hear. No, just, be
Yeah.
honest. So I tell people when you're on the show, just be yourself. If you want to curse. If you don't. I mean, I'm not
curse.
going to judge you. She cursed.
I
She did.
curse.
I listen.
Only
She
3 times though.
I listen.
Usually he's the
It
one
was
that
in the
drops
Bible.
first one.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
My bad.
No, I don't think
it wasn't
shit
in the
was in the
Bible.
Bible.
Strike that, please. Strike that comment.
Yeah, ass. I did say ass. That is in the
Yeah,
Bible.
that is in the Bible.
Multiple times.
Yeah. They rode on,
I
on
sure
an
were.
ass.
A what? A
That's
quart
what
of
they said.
ass.
They rode on an ass. A donkey.
They rolled.
Rode.
I
Like
thought,
road.
road.
Rode. You said road.
They were rolling on that ass.
I mean, they were
I know
rolling
they
on that
were.
ass.
That we do not talk about
Oh my
on the
God.
show.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, that's part of my tagline. I have music now. So in
Oh, that was good.
the song, it says "Keeping it real with Mo." We keep it 100% legit.
That's
And
dope.
Yeah.
I keep it 100% legit.
That's dope. Now, what was it like starting a podcast during the pandemic?
Boring because I couldn't find any topics.
Yeah.
So I felt like this is going to be a flop. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be successful. And, you know, I was looking at other podcasts and I know everybody's like, do your research. And I felt like I just jumped into it.
Mhm.
And I said, okay, this is either going to flop or this is either going to be a hit. And at first, I just, you know, treated it like a live. I just got on and just started talking and talking and talking. And actually, the episode with Miss Amy Monday was the very first time I had my camera on.
Look
I
at
know.
that.
I know,
Yeah.
moving on.
Because you're like, wait, people have to see my face. When you said that, I was like, but that was like one of the first times you had your camera.
It really was.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, people know me, but then some people that, you know, listen are like, well, who is this person? Well, go to my Facebook page, people. You'll see my beautiful, lovely face.
So we got to see your beautiful lovely face for the whole
For
show.
the whole show. It was really dope.
And this, thank you. And this whole show too.
Yes.
Yes.
We had to warm you up.
So what are you looking forward to for your next season?
A lot of changes, trying new things,
Mhm.
put my camera on more.
Yes.
I might have some merch. No.
Okay.
You guys might see me with a shirt. I don't know. I just have to, you know, put my
Yeah.
little logo out there.
Yeah.
I love my logo. Of course, it's purple because I'm the purple lady, the
I love
purple
it.
queen of always, purple hair. But yeah, I don't know what else.
Yeah.
New topics, definitely new guests.
Mhm.
Debating on if I'm going to do an episode this Monday or probably the last Monday of the month because I will be taking a hiatus for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what of all the episodes you've done, what has been one of your favorite shows or favorite topics?
Oh. Ooh. That's a good question. Why you put me on the spot like that?
Because you're our guest.
Welcome to Mud Talk.
Yeah. Because we're keeping it real with Mo.
Keeping it legit.
Mhm.
My favorite or my most informative?
You can tell me both.
I think the most informative one was when I interviewed when I first started. I did Women's History Month. I think it was last year, and I interviewed Officer Dana Slay. I don't know if you all remember her.
Mhm.
She was like the first Black female officer to get one of the high rankings. So I interviewed her. Didn't even really know about the honor, but you know, she had a lot to say. It was very informative. Women's History Month, again, kudos to her. You know, shout out to the police force and what she's doing with that.
Yeah.
That was my most informative.
Most memorable. Or the one where you felt like this is it. Like, this was my best work. Like, I did a good job.
Interviewing Big
With
T.
me.
Because I mean, I don't know if you guys may know, but this is like the podcast guru. Like, I literally, when I have my issues, I literally call him. I was like, I need to meet with you. I don't know what I'm doing.
love
I feel
it.
like I'm not doing anything right. So he's like, okay, let's sit down and have a chat.
He said it just like that
Yeah,
too, didn't
I
he?
was
Sit
like-
down and
I was
have a
like,
chat.
come
Sit
on.
down,
Have
come
a
on
chat.
over. You know,
She's
I-
really keeping it
it was
real.
like, yeah, it was the
Yeah.
student and the teacher, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
You never know.
let's-
You never know which
I
big
was
tea you're
taking
gonna get.
notes.
I can either be cool, I can come out of the bag. It all depends
I
on
think
you.
that sounded like you were coming out of the bag in that one.
I had like 2 pages of notes walking out of there. I was like, yeah, I got this. Okay, what did he say? This, and this. Yeah, like.
He must
Yeah.
have forgot the part of turning on the camera.
Well, was she?
He
Well, she
didn't, but
wasn't
I didn't-
originally,
I
but she
didn't
she
listen.
Wasn't gonna
didn't.
do
Well, she
it,
didn't want
yeah.
to be on camera.
I really didn't.
Because I asked her, I said, "Do you want to just do voice, or you gonna be on camera?" She's like, "I don't want to be on camera. I just want to do voice." And I was like, "Okay," because some people don't like to do
Yeah.
camera. Some people just want to do voice.
So what made you change your mind for our episode? I'm over here thinking she's like always on camera, and then she's like, well, I think I'm going to turn the camera on this time.
I
And
don't
was
really
like,
think I
all
had a
right.
choice. The white lady bullied me.
I did not.
She bullied me.
I did not. I believe the exact words were, "We can leave the camera on or off. What do you want to do?" That was what happened.
She bullied me, but I mean,
I did
it's.
not. She's
I
not.
just,
Well,
I don't
you
know.
turn
I
your
know you
camera
guys
on,
are
it's
probably,
crazy.
well, you're on Facebook all the time. Why are you not using your camera? I don't know. It's just.
Mhm.
Did she do that COVID voice? Like, turn your camera on, please.
I didn't do that.
No, I was just saying, did you do that?
No,
No.
she did not. She did
No.
not go full
I was
teacher
gonna say,
mode
now
on
that
me.
was.
At
I was about to
all.
say that would have reminded you of COVID. Turn your camera on, please.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I hated that.
I hated that when the kids were in at home during COVID.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work at home. All I heard was,
Mhm.
Brayden, turn your camera on. Brayden, I
Yep.
can't see you. Brayden, please turn your camera on.
Yep.
Mhm.
I had to turn around. Turn on the
I feel
camera.
like I can't listen to that any.
Turn your camera
Anymore.
on, please.
No, I feel that. Yeah, I always like the backgrounds too. Like all the backgrounds people
Yeah.
had. Those were fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll do a background in my
Just
little
like
floating
some.
head.
Yeah. Put yourself on a beach
Hmm.
That'd be dope.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Interesting.
I don't know how you do it with the streaming thing, but I'm sure you could figure it out.
Oh yeah,
figure
he
it
hit
out.
me to StreamYard too. So I started with Podbean. So I'm telling you, I really did not know jack,
Yeah.
like nothing. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, well, how do I start a podcast? What do I do? I had a phone and a laptop and some notes, and that literally was
That's
it.
how you started.
That's how I
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
I did not have a name. Don't ask how Keeping It Real came up. It just came up. I went through all these cheesy names.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
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 No, didn't have a mic. Still don't have a mic. Don't have headphones. And I was like, so yeah.
Listen, we went through some. Well, when we first started, it was Mud Talk Radio,
It was.
and I was like, this radio part is just not going to work because
Yeah.
we're not playing music per se. So let's just call this Mud Talk Podcast.
hmm
But it definitely was Mud Talk Radio, and I think my original name was Ty Cleveland, aka Big T, and I was like, that is too long.
That is a
That is long.
long one.
Ooh.
It is long, and I actually still have our notes from like our first show, and we recorded. And I was like, "Hi, I'm Ty Cleveland, aka Big T, and I'm Shay Renee, and this is Mud Talk Radio."
I love it.
And I was just
Mud Talk
like,
Radio.
and I was like, "Wow, we have come a long way." Because I'm glad that never aired. We'll never play that.
Yeah, we will.
It's like
We're gonna
107.5
play it.
The River.
It definitely was
We're
giving
gonna play it.
107.5.
You guys were like, "Are we a podcast or are we a radio?"
Yeah, we got radio.
I
So-
didn't know you in the radio one because I didn't come until episode 3.
Yeah, you
so
came on later on. Yeah.
it was the podcast. But
Yeah.
then we went through a lot of like when you talk about like putting your camera on.
Yes.
If you go back and watch some of the the older ones, the angles, there was a time when like we couldn't actually see my eyeballs.
Yes.
Because of the lighting, and so just the different skin tones was like completely washing me out. So we had to
Yeah.
like turn off lights. There was like one episode where all the lights were out. There was a ring light. We're all glowing like we're angels.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
I
I feel like
forget-
the one episode was the Valentine's Day episode where like all the lights were off, and it looked good like when you was in the room
I don't think that was that wasn't what we had. It was wasn't it the pastor?
with Bishop Randall.
Yeah.
It might have been.
I think that was
so.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Valentine's Day one, like I watched that episode, and I was like, I remember we was in the room, and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna set the mood. It's gonna be dark.
Oh, you're talking about with the game show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then then when we watched it, I was like, damn, that lighting was horrible.
Our lighting was horrible. Our
was
cameras
horrible.
were horrible. I
the
mean,
angles were horrible. The
we went
sound was
through-
horrible at one point in time.
yeah.
It probably, honestly, it was like midway of season 2 when we finally like got,
I told it was before Tisha and after Tisha.
yeah,
Before
before.
it'll be me. I'll
Yeah.
be figuring out the final.
I'll just
come
look at
season
it and I'll-
4.
yeah,
Like,
see,
oh,
hey.
she's got lights.
You can
She's got
definitely tell that our budget increased just a little bit. Because I was like, whoa, we looked like we had no budget, but guess
Yeah.
what? We were making it work, and everybody was coming through.
They were.
Yeah.
I mean,
They were
you
coming
have to
through.
you have to go through your growing pains.
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely, yeah,
Oh, I definitely went through mine.
yeah. And I love, like, for me, like, I love helping people when they say they want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Just because, like, we went through those growing pains.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, to see where we were to where we are now, like, I love to help people so they don't make those same mistakes that
Right.
we went through.
Mhm.
And I'm not a gatekeeper. Like, I don't like
No.
to hold in information. So if
Right.
people are like, I want to start a podcast,
Let's
I ain't
do
even gonna
it.
lie. You know what I say? Sometimes I'm like, don't. And not because I'm saying like you're not good for it, but like a lot of people when they start a podcast, they either are not consistent,
Right.
they don't want to follow through. Some of them don't last more than 5 episodes.
Right.
They either don't want to do the research or they simply are just like, wow, like I didn't know it was a lot of work to do this. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
lot.
Right.
So when people are like, I want to do a podcast, I usually say don't. But I'm like, if you want to do it, let me know.
You have to. Yeah.
It's a
Because
lot.
because my favorite saying is see it through.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do something, see it through.
See it through
Yep.
and be consistent. And that's one thing I noticed about when I was like looking at your stuff. Like you're consistent.
Yeah.
You
That's
have.
my baby. Like I do rely, with the business and then the
Mhm.
motivational speaking or whatever. But this podcast is my baby. Like
Mhm.
I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm in my own skin when I do it.
Yeah.
I'm myself, silly, goofy, crazy, gorgeous self. But this is my baby. Like
Yeah.
this is my third kid.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Is it a girl or a boy?
it's a boy.
Okay, just making
I'm about
sure.
to say, you heard what she said.
She's a boy,
She's
man.
I'm
a
a boy
boy.
Make
mom.
sure.
I'm not trying to do life
Yes.
in prison.
Yeah.
I know. I feel
Orange
that.
is not the new black.
I
I
feel
got
that.
goals.
I feel that.
Trying to get hitched one day. You know?
Yeah. I feel it.
So you are a motivational speaker.
Yes.
What do you motivationally speak?
Whatever. Literally. I've only had like 3 engagements. Church conference. Every year the lady asked me back. For some reason, I don't know why she found me. Actually,
She just hunt you down on the internet or what?
actually, dude,
They came out so
She's like, her. I want
No.
her. Jesus told her. Jesus Devante
told
said she's the one.
No, actually, I'm on this app thing, Gig Salad or whatever, where they find you speakers. So I have my profile. She's like, "Oh, I saw your videos." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I came and she gave me like the topic, and it's the Bread of Life conference. So every year they have something in Royal Oak, Michigan. So October 24, I went and I spoke on forgiveness.
Okay.
Mm.
That's a good topic.
And for me, it definitely was because I don't.
Yeah.
So
I know
Jesus
the
said,
Lord
you know
He
what?
was like, yeah.
I'm just going to have you talk about
Yep.
forgiveness just to put that in your life.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did. I was like, oh Lord, okay. So yeah.
So, what are some guests on your show that if you could have 5 guests
Well,
on
that's
your
a
show,
lot.
like, well, not all at once, but
No. She's having a party.
but if you could pick 5 people to be on your show, no matter who it is, whether they are, local, whether they're global or international, whoever.
But they all have to be alive, like living. Because you know how you would like if you want to have dinner with somebody, they could be dead or alive.
I'm sure she would say Prince, but
Of obviously.
course,
Yeah.
obviously.
with his cheeks out or in.
yeah.
cheeks out, baby.
Okay. As long as the cheeks are out.
Those are cheeks are out.
Yes,
So
Prince.
5 people that you can have on your show. So Prince.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin
Oh my
Hart.
God, that would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Barack Obama.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a good one.
He got to bring Michelle though too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Michelle.
The way you said it, you're like, oh yeah, her too. I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
she
yeah.
gets shots. Yeah, so I can talk to her about why she put reduced fat Doritos in every school because it's them, and they haven't gotten rid of them yet. They're still there. They're
Yeah.
lurking. Ugh.
I had some yesterday at school. The kids had like broccoli for like part of their lunch, and so of course I had some broccoli.
With no seasoning on it.
No, absolutely not. Yeah,
Ew.
no.
Because you can't put seasoning on it because
put
that would be
seasoning on
against the nutritional.
Yeah, so I had the broccoli, but it was like the raw broccoli though. It wasn't
Oh,
like
okay.
cooked or whatever.
All right.
But I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, I need some ranch, and they gave me this ranch, and
Ugh.
not even thinking it was fat-free buttermilk ranch, and I was like,
It's the
what?
nastiest.
God.
I was like, what
nastiest
the
ranch.
hell is this? So
Can we get some Wingstop ranch?
yeah.
I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to talk about companies, but their ranch is the
It
best.
is, yes. So
It is.
Michelle, I understand that you were trying to make us all unbig our backs, but
But
Lord,
everybody's
yeah.
back's still big.
It ain't working.
And
it ain't working.
Nobody's full. All the
Yes.
children are still hungry.
yes,
And
Because
reduced
there's no
fat
fat in
Doritos
their
and fat
food.
free. Right.
that's why they're hungry.
Well, usually when you reduce the fat, you up the sugar content. I don't think
Yeah,
they
and the-
remembered
and the
that.
salt,
And the salt. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
I don't know, but I was
Mm-mm.
like, what is this fat-free ranch?
Nothing that you should ever put on
Mm-mm.
broccoli.
Oh,
No,
I did it. And I just ate it raw. You know, I don't do nothing raw.
Well,
So-
you did some broccoli raw.
I did. That's the only thing I've ever
You-
done
you
raw
raw
in my
dogged that
life.
broccoli.
I raw dogged the hell out that broccoli.
Yeah, you did.
So, all right. So Prince, Kevin Hart, Barack Obama
With Michelle.
with Michelle, featuring Michelle.
I had to say it.
Michelle Rock.
She's like, yeah, okay.
Okay,
Clearly
and let's
featuring
see.
Michelle.
My last one.
You got
would-
2 more.
You got 2 more.
I got 2 more.
Yeah.
Local person, Zaya Cook.
Zycook, yes.
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 And I got one more.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala.
Oh,
Yes.
she would be so good.
Kamala.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
all of those people just come out to the podcast.
Yes.
Come on.
Who would you
Go to the Keep It
have?
Real show. You know what? I would have T-Pain.
He's already thought about this.
I
Oh,
have.
really?
I haven't, so I gotta sit here and think while you say this.
T-Pain, because I want to know how he was able to rhyme Wisconsin and mansion.
Yes.
Because
T-Pain, come
mansion somewhere in Wisconsin.
Before or after auto tunes? T-Pain.
I want them both. I
I
Because
want
want
he can
both.
both.
sing with
He can
without.
sing.
Without. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
why?
Yeah.
I
So
want both of him. I want
Yes.
all of it.
But yeah, definitely T-Pain. Definitely Barack Obama with Michelle, not featuring Michelle. And since we're talking about Michelle, Destiny's Child.
All of
I
them?
love Destiny's Child.
I'm glad he didn't just
no,
say
we don't need
just Beyonce.
No, I mean, we don't
Don't
really
say
need
just Beyonce.
No, we don't really need Beyonce because I want to know more about like Kelly and Michelle. But then I would love the other group members who were before that. Like I would love to get the tea.
Mm.
He wants
like
them
that
all.
whole-
Yeah, he wants the tea.
Yeah,
Within the
all five members. That's what I want.
All 5
So
members.
he
The
wants
original-
a cat
yeah.
fight. That's what he wants.
No,
Cat
I
Do
mean
you think they're gonna catfight?
they're grown now, so hopefully,
Yeah.
and they have kids and shit
fight.
now.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, so Barack Obama, T-Pain, Destiny's Child. You know what? Uncle Luke. I would love to have Uncle Luke on the show.
Mm.
I have a great. I have
Let's
a,
put some thought into this.
yes, I have a great question because I watched the Freaknik documentary on Hulu. and it was so good.
So you want to talk about
Were you in
Freaknik?
it?
No, I just want to know. Well, because because of Uncle Luke, he is the reason why like parental advisory labels now are on like
Yeah.
CDs and stuff. He went to jail for that. He got arrested for putting out bad music, like raunchy music. So I would love to like talk to him about that because that was like a big breakthrough for rappers like Too Short and other rappers who like
Too
were
short,
raunchy.
baby.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle
What's my
Luke.
favorite word?
I'm not saying
Shrek.
that.
Snitch.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
There you go. My fifth person, if it had to be local, man, we already had Durant on the show, so that was kind of like one of my
Oh, did I
goals.
miss that?
Yeah, that was.
You did. You
a
have to go
couple
back.
seasons ago. You gotta go back and watch it.
It
Yeah.
was an exclusive.
Man, local. You know what? I would love to have Paula Hicks Hudson on the show. She was the
Okay.
first Black woman to be mayor of Toledo.
Yeah.
And I would really just love to talk because she went to Spelman. You know, she of course went to law school, and then with her, you know, being the first Black woman to be mayor of Toledo, like that's a big deal. And I don't think like she gets a lot of praise for that. So I would really love to have her on the show and kind of talk about like that feeling because that was major.
Yeah.
And to have people of color like in office on her, you know, in her cabinet or administration, like that was major. So yeah, that's what I would have. So yeah. What about you?
Okay. Let me think. So dead or alive, right?
Yes.
I would have Tupac because I need to know
Yes.
everything. So if we can go get him from Cuba or wherever they think he's hiding,
In the Amazon
that'd be
rainforest.
fantastic.
Yes.
I would have Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah.
I want to learn all about
All
everything.
12 of his babies.
You're right.
all of
The starting
15 or
football
18.
lineup.
You know, he
yeah.
hasn't been making babies lately.
Yes, he has not been in my big T with the T.
No, he has not.
Hmm.
So
Damn.
I
He
would,
got the memo.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely have Nick Cannon. I would have Tupac. I would have Kevin Hart would be another one because he's hilarious. I like him. Jalen Hurts because he is so sexy, and as long as he
Not
brings
because he won the Super
well,
Bowl.
that too, but as long as he brings Saquon with him, so
He said,
Jalen.
well, that too.
Wow.
Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley could come and talk about the Super Bowl win
Mhm.
while I just stare at them in awe.
And just
Yeah.
drooled.
Yeah, literally drool everywhere.
Yeah.
And I would have. Ooh, do I have to do a local one?
You don't have to.
I think locally, for me, anybody that at once is doing big things. So
Yes.
anybody that's doing big things in Toledo
Mhm.
or doing big things outside of Toledo, I just enjoy hearing everybody. So I can't really even pick
Yeah.
because there's so much happening in
Yeah.
Toledo.
Damn, I just thought of two more. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, how many do I
I
have?
did
I got
too.
Tupac, I got Kevin Hart, I got the Eagles. Tired.
the
whole
Eagles,
team?
the whole team.
Just those two. I just want those two. I mean, I guess like Devontae Smith, he can come too. Who else did I say?
You said anybody from Toledo.
Oh yeah, anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Rife would be a good one too.
Oh, the comedian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good one just because he's
good.
Yeah,
he's got a lot going on too.
Yeah.
He's very controversial. He gets canceled all the time.
he does, for sure. I follow him on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's hilarious. Yeah.
I
Oh,
would
you mean on
love
X?
to interview Cat
Yeah.
Williams.
I would too.
That would be a good one
Ooh.
too.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
I'd probably
Snoop
get
would be a good
canceled
one too.
Snoop would be, but he'll
Yeah.
probably try to get us all high
That's fine.
on the show.
I mean, I wouldn't get high.
Alone.
I would just
She said, that's fine.
watch him be high.
Yes.
You would get a contact, literally.
I'm sure, literally.
He has
There's
to
no
bring Martha
watching,
Stewart
like-
though.
What?
He got to bring Martha Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's his road dog.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
they're
fine. I
like
can
best
work them.
friends. Yeah. I would love to have them both on the show together.
Yeah, Martha can cook for us.
Well, after catching contact, we're going to
Well,
get a
we
lot
would
of
all
food.
have the munchies.
I know, so I need to. Maybe that's why he has Martha around.
Yeah.
He's always hungry.
Yeah. Do you think Martha and him smoke together? I think
That's not what I thought you were going with that one.
I hope they're not doing other things.
I think that they smoke together.
yes.
I think Martha Stewart gets high.
Yeah.
Do you think he was high on The Voice
I think he's always high.
every day?
Every day.
I don't
yeah.
think I don't think you can tell. I think it would be if he was not high. It would send shockwaves. 'Cause I
Yes.
think
It
he's
would
always high.
scare me.
I mean, he literally said smoke weed every day.
Every day.
I'm just saying.
He
Yeah.
said that a long time ago, and he
Uncle
just
Snoop.
went with it.
It's been his
Do you guys
motto.
remember when he turned into Snoop Lion for like 5 months,
Yeah.
just out of nowhere?
Yeah. I don't understand what that was about.
I thought it was an April Fool's
Bad
joke.
weed. It was bad weed.
It was
Yeah.
laced with
Bad
something.
Yeah.
He said, "I am Snoop Lion."
I'm Snoop Lion.
not even like an involvement of a dog.
Yes.
He said, "Let me be a cat."
He went a whole different
he said,
family.
different. The feline.
And
That's where I'm going.
He said,
Serious.
I'm
Serious.
tired of being a dog. I
No.
want to be a cat.
I want to
now."
be a powerful cat. That is where he's going.
Wow.
So Snoop would be fine.
Yeah, Snoop would be fun. I also thought about I would love to interview Deion Sanders.
Oh my God, that would be a good one.
That would be a good
Yeah,
one.
I agree.
And if we're talking about Toledo, I would love to interview Life Jennings. Life Jennings, if you're watching the
Yes,
show,
Life Jennings.
I would love to interview you because he was like one of the ones that really popped from Toledo when
He
it came to the
popped.
music. You know what I'm saying?
He
He
did.
won the Showtime with Apollo. Then he got his record deal. He's
coming in town.
Yeah, is he?
When?
I have to go back and look, but he is coming down
We're
soon.
gonna
I
get in
thought.
touch with him. Yeah.
Yes, I watched him in Columbus in concert and
Yeah.
with a bunch of tons of other artists, and he was by far the best.
The only thing I need him to do, I need him to never be on Love and Hip Hop again.
Well,
Just because it just doesn't fit with what life is about. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
he's I personally don't feel like he's like that, at least from the music and from what I've heard about him. So just being on Love and Hip Hop was just like, why?
Like it was like, do you feel like
Why
they
was he on
scripted it?
that?
Like, are they scripted?
Well, Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah,
I feel like all reality shows are scripted, but you also know like how reality shows can depict
edit
you.
and depict you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
so
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
maybe depicted differently than
Yes, than how he really is.
Yeah.
So stay off them reality shows. You know what I'm
Khloe
saying?
Kardashian. That's somebody else I would. That's the only Kardashian I would
Wait.
want to interview. Would be Khloe. I like
Is
her.
Khloe the
Heart.
one that was married to Lamar?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I like
yeah.
her heart. I
Yeah.
think she's got a big heart. And I
Bring
think
me Mike Tomlin so I can just say, listen, what are you doing with the Steelers? What is going on with the team? When we gonna get another Super
and
Bowl?
then I can look at him and say, "Go Bengals."
Boo! I am outnumbered.
Go Browns.
Ugh.
I think we both were like that.
That's what I was saying every Sunday this past season. I was like, ugh. I think we won like 2 games this season.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Brittany says, "Hey Mo Wilson."
Hey B.
So she said, "Hey, shout out to you." So yeah. So we got a little game that we like to play on this show.
We
It's
do.
called This or That,
Uh-oh.
and this is where Miss Amy is going to give you what typically is 5 questions, but
We're
it's
just gonna
extended.
do an extended. We
We're doing
got
extended
you
one.
here. We're gonna play. We're all gonna
The
play.
hot
Yeah,
seat
we're
show.
We're all gonna play.
Yes,
We're
yes.
gonna put you in the hot seat first, and then all play.
So this is where she gives you. She asks you a question. You get 2 options, and you can decide whether you're gonna give it this or whether you're gonna give it that.
Yes.
It's not
With
both.
this, so you can get.
Yeah.
See, twice I got her to sing.
Yes, and we
I
always
was
have to.
rapping. That was the singing.
It was-
That's
there
what
was-
it
there was some notes.
It's all in the same family.
Yeah. Not like felines and dogs.
But we always have to tell people you cannot pick both.
No.
I can't
Yes.
pick both.
No. See,
This
that's why
or
we have to
that?
have this disclaimer: is give it this or give it that.
Yes.
Okay.
So
All right. Are we ready?
I'm good. Let's go.
Okay. Netflix binge or YouTube rabbit hole?
Ooh, Netflix binge.
Okay.
YouTube rabbit hole.
I feel like for me, I would like to do a Netflix binge, but I always find myself in the rabbit hole.
Yep.
Like I'll get on Netflix and I'll just start like scrolling. And I'm like, why am I watching this on Netflix? But I'm actually watching the rabbit hole. Okay. Are you a plan it out or go with the flow?
Go with the flow. Plans never go as expected with
Mhm.
me, so
Yeah.
I fly by the seat
Let
of
it
my
go.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the flow. Like I just feel like my life is already structured every day being an
Mhm.
educator. So I just like to go with the flow because my motto that I've learned, shout out to therapy, shout out to Cecil, is that when you try to control everything,
Uh-huh.
you don't have fun.
No, you don't.
You're too busy trying to control.
And you're overthinking.
Mhm.
And like I said to somebody this week, I don't care how much you've learned about the topic,
Yes.
you're not going to change the outcome.
Yeah.
So you can educate yourself all day long and plan it out, but that's still not going to change the outcome.
Yeah.
So
So just have fun, people.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the flow for sure. Go with the flow, like probably to a fault. Like people are probably like, get your, except for at my job. Like at my job, I
Yes.
am very like structured
I
because
am too.
because I have to be. But
Yes.
other than that, and even then, I'm still kind of like I go with the flow.
Yeah.
But no, I am. All right, attend a music festival or a food festival.
Oh, food. I'm a big girl. Come on. Big girl problems.
Okay.
Music festival.
Oh, give me all the food.
Music festival.
I can't say both though, because I let me
No,
know.
no,
like
this
no.
is this or that.
Is this or that?
Not both.
What's at the food festival though?
Food.
Like what kind of food? Like
All
what
of
kind
it.
of food?
Like a food festival, like you know how like Austin has like the South by Southwest and it's like music and food. Actually,
Yeah.
that one.
That's I really want to do that one.
I want to do that
I
too.
mean, if there's Mexican
Yeah,
and
there's
funnel
some sure.
cakes,
I'm sure there's all
and,
there.
Italian, then yeah.
You know
I mean,
that funnel cake food truck rolls up to every single event. They're probably at the music festival too. I don't know how there's so many of them.
I'm in.
All right, perfect. All right. Sweet treats or salty snacks?
Sweet salt causes heart attacks.
Hello.
Yes.
Stay away from the salt people.
Yes.
You know, I'm like a salt protester. I'm a salt protester now.
My people stay away from the salt.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Man, I like
Yes.
salt.
Yeah, but sweet. Give me something sweet.
I like them both, but sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, chocolate.
What's your
Chocolate peanut
favorite?
butter.
I was going to ask you, what's your favorite sweet treat?
Oh, if I'm gonna like candy, probably Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Chocolate wise, I'm gonna go either Kit Kats, Twix, Snickers, or Reese's peanut butter cup.
In that order. Nope.
Mm.
Snickers for the win.
Yeah.
Then Twix.
Yeah, it's gonna go Kit Kat
Yeah.
probably first for me.
If I'm going for chocolate, mine is Reese's. But you know what I really love though, because it's out right now, because it's Easter. They have like the white chocolate Reese's,
Oh,
or like the ones, or like the peanut butter.
I
like
can't
the
do
egg ones.
white. Oh, the egg ones are so good. I can't do white chocolate though.
The egg ones
Really?
are okay.
No,
Oh.
I like milk chocolate.
You don't like
that
white
dark-
chocolate? You don't like white
She
chocolate?
like that
No.
dark
She like
chocolate.
that milky.
I knew where you were going with that one. I like all the
Milky Way.
milk
Yeah.
chocolate.
She love that milk chocolate.
I do like dark chocolate too. Actually, I was gonna say, speaking of salt, and I like. Maybe I should rewind this.
Salt and dark chocolate.
See, I didn't start this.
Mm.
I like a dark chocolate bar with Himalayan sea salt.
Mm.
So they like stop. Like, why did you just look at me like
I have
that?
heard of that, but
It's good. It's not a lot of salt. They just put like a little salt on the top. Stop it.
I bet.
Can't.
Oh,
Next question.
God, I need to go prepare.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So these are going to be some sports parent questions because I know you said you were a sport parent. Okay.
Ooh.
So, and you can answer these because you work with
Yes.
kids too. So, I mean, and I'm
But
sure
my
you.
son plays sports too.
Right. No, but I'm saying like some of this is like currently
Oh,
too.
okay.
And I don't think you have to carpool him anywhere. I hope not.
Not anymore.
I mean, I wouldn't judge if you did.
I didn't even do it when he was playing sports.
Right.
You better figure it out.
See, there you go.
Ooh.
Okay. So here it is: carpool with messy kids, or the ones who won't stop arguing. So, do you want them to be messy or arguing the whole time?
Can I smack somebody else's kids? Are they arguing?
I mean, I'm not. There's no details. You can smack whoever you
It's
want.
your
You might go-
scenario.
I mean, you might go to.
I mean, I'd rather have arguing kids because you can't mess up my ride. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, even though my son doesn't know how to eat right and spill crumbs, yep, I'm throwing him under the bus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would rather do arguing kids too. Because I just feel like it's more stress to clean a car.
No.
Yeah. But arguing kids, I turn around and tear that ass up.
Okay.
So,
I it's gonna be
Amen.
I have messy
Yeah.
kids for me. I don't care. I'll clean the
Yeah.
car out because I'm gonna clean it out anyway because I'm gonna be vacuuming it and cleaning
When
it
we
after
gonna
every
send the
trip.
kids to you?
yes.
I don't want to hear the arguing.
I'm tearing that ass up.
They can. I will too, but that's to me that's stressful. If I'm sitting here trying to drive and you're arguing and I have to turn around and snappy, if I gotta take my flip flop off, and I will swat. Not hard. Don't CSB me, but
Yes.
just a little swat,
little
little
tap.
love tap,
Yeah.
little love tap. Not anybody else's kid.
Not the
my own.
flip-flop
We
I
don't
mean-
leave bruises.
Or just chuck it back
that
there.
are noticeable.
I don't leave any bruises. And I would never put my hands on anybody else's kid, just my own.
If I have permission.
I ain't gonna tear that
I
ass
don't
up.
even do it if I have permission.
I'm gonna snatch that ass up.
Yeah,
And he will.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
for real.
messy kids. I can clean it up because they're gonna make a mess anyways, like you said.
Yeah.
But arguing
Mm.
will make me, especially if it's an early morning one. Like I had to go. My son had a baseball tournament. I had to be there at 7. We had, and it was an hour and a half away. I had to leave at 5:30.
Oh.
Don't argue with me, and don't argue at that time of day because
Everybody's getting flip flop.
BC before coffee.
there was lots of coffee to be had for sure. All right. So this is another sports one. Sit in the sun all day with no shade or freeze on metal bleachers at 7 a.m. Because I know you do the baseball thing.
That was with the oldest. Did you know how long they're going to stand?
But okay, you got to remember a little bit of those
Let's
sunny.
see. You sit in the sun with no shade, you get black. Like tar, you get tar black. I
Mhm.
mean, you sit on metal bleachers in the cold hemorrhoids.
The cold hemorrhoids.
I mean, yeah, cold
Is it just
hemorrhoids. I mean,
the metal bleachers just
I either want hemorrhoids.
pops those hemorrhoids right out there.
I want to look like tar. Can I just
Tar
pass?
hemorrhoids. That sounds like a fantastic.
That's
Tar.
a hell of a
Can I
combination.
pass? I
No,
mean,
you
oh
got to
my
pick one.
God.
You're either sitting in the sun all day with tar, or you're sitting on the bleachers and popping some hemorrhoids. I guess.
How early are we talking?
It's so the all day in the sun. So you're there all day tournament in the sun, or freezing cold 7 a.m.
Well, we don't play baseball in the sun or basketball in the sun.
Well, think about if you're baseball.
It was baseball.
baseball, yeah. Or football.
I did both, so.
tennis.
I don't do tennis.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't like the sun. I don't like the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I
Okay.
just pass?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna go with cold.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
hemorrhoids.
I mean, I don't have,
Hemorrhoids for the win.
I don't have that
Alex.
same experience. I've never popped a hemorrhoid from sitting on a metal
I
cold
didn't
bleacher.
say pop a hemorrhoid. I'm
Just-
just saying you get
That
hemorrhoids
sounds so
sitting on the.
painful.
I don't. Okay. I would do cold because I have all sorts of embarrassing snuggies and things that I
Yeah.
can layer up in blankets. And whereas the hot, you just can only take off so much clothes and then you're still hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or sit under
and,
so much shade.
You know, I
Uh,
get dark, so no, I'll be looking
Yeah.
like that shirt.
I need that in my
Like,
life,
no.
apparently.
I would do in the sun.
Okay.
At least you can have a hat on. I don't like cold.
Yeah.
Like, especially sit on a cold ass bleacher all day.
They didn't say all day. It said at 7 a.m.
Oh, well, I ain't getting up there early either. So
So the kids
It's
just
a good thing that you don't have to deal with all this because that is my
you gotta
life.
pick a sport where it
My
requires you to
dad
be outside
can't
when it's
take me
warm.
because he won't get up early.
Yeah, like who's playing cold ass baseball
Literally every baseball.
in March?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
high school,
yeah,
high school
well-
baseball's already started.
Well,
There
pick
were
a
games
sport.
today.
Pick an inside sport.
Yeah,
That's Big T's rule. Pick an inside sport.
Pick an inside sport.
Yes.
If it requires us to be outside in March, no, it's not.
Uh-huh.
Been there,
Or
done that.
football. I mean, football's freezing too at the end of the
Okay,
season.
well, he can play up until November.
No,
I have-
my
although I
children
did-
like football.
I did
Don't
for
do
Christmas.
football.
I got one of those little individual tent pods. Have you ever seen those?
No.
They're like, it's like a sport pod. And so it's like this, it's like a tent and it unzips.
Oh,
and you
I
put your
have
chair in
seen
there.
it.
I
Yeah,
got one of those for
yeah.
Christmas. So I plan to be in there when it's freezing cold in baseball or football.
Wow. Are you gonna have a
Okay.
heater?
I might. I don't know. All right. Drive 3 hours for a 30-minute game or get rained out after the warm-ups.
Ooh. Why are we still on outside games?
See, inside games only.
Really?
Or canceled. We'll just go, the game gets canceled after warm-ups for whatever reason. COVID's back. I don't know.
I'd rather do the cancellation because I'm gonna be
Yeah.
mad as hell for driving 30 for 3 hours.
3
and
hours
you
for
playing
30
for a half?
minutes.
Why are we
Yeah.
playing for a half an hour?
Yeah.
Because you got
And I done drove
mercied.
3 hours.
Because you got mercied. Or you mercied him. One of the two.
No.
Yeah.
I ain't ever been to no game that's been 30 minutes. No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I've done close. Yeah.
I would rather have it get rained out because it didn't say how far the game was. It could
No,
be
that'd
down the
be
street.
close. Yeah.
So I would rather have it be rained
Yeah.
out.
Give me the rain out.
But
I'm
that
with
3
you.
hour shit for 30 minutes, no,
Listen, been there, done that too.
it's not happening.
Okay, so this is not necessarily a sports. These are just kind of random ones. Okay, have your GPS always give the wrong directions, or have your alarm clock randomly not work. Like you don't know when it's just going to not work.
Siri always gives me the wrong directions. Turn left.
And you're like, I'm about to drive
I'm like,
into
I
a quarry.
know where I'm going.
There's a lake right there.
Turn around and go down Liberty Lane for 3 miles. Oh. I don't know. I guess I'd say the alarm clock because I drive for Lyft. So, hey,
Mhm.
yeah, I can't afford to get wrong directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Gotta
know,
have
you
those
got people that
directions.
get in the car. Hey, I got a shortcut for you. Just go straight. Sir.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your advice. But yeah.
but if I get it lost, I'm charging you.
Right. If I get lost,
You're
I need a
getting
tip.
the
I need a
extra.
tip. Come on, like,
Extra.
yeah, extra.
Yes.
I would rather have my alarm clock randomly stop working because getting lost, like with wrong direction, gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
Like my anxiety is just like, all right, let's just turn around and go back home. But now I can't get back home because I got bad
But you don't
directions.
know.
Yep. So I'd rather just have the jacked up alarm clock.
I am a GPS. I hate not like I need my alarm clock to work. I've only overslept twice in the entire 24 years of my career.
Damn.
Oh, you're such an
Um,
overachiever.
I'm about to say I definitely slept twice this school year.
Well, my alarm gets me up and I'm up, but I got kids that have to go to school too.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Snooze.
no, I snooze like 25 times,
I did
but
too.
Yeah.
I mean I sat it for like a whole 45 minutes before I even need to think about moving. And it's just snooze, snooze, snooze. But the problem is in both times this year, and the both of them happened this year.
Mm.
I've never until this year I've overslept, and in both of them where I was like, instead of snooze, I hit X, so turn it off,
Oh.
and then I was like, oh my god, and then I was late.
Yeah.
I can find my way. I actually enjoy trying to find my way to get back to places. Like if I'm lost, I like to figure it out.
Yeah. The
So,
times that I
it's a little
overslept,
game.
the one time I overslept this year was it wasn't the charger thing that happened. That was for the Alpha breakfast. The time that I overslept, I did. I ain't
Definitely
gonna lie.
not a mud talk situation.
Yeah, sorry. But no, the one time I did I overslept was I thought I set, so you know, like on your focus settings, you can put like the sleep
Yes.
or whatever. I definitely thought I hit that and I didn't, and I actually hit do not disturb. So
Oh yeah.
so the alarm like never went off, and I rolled over. You know, like you wake up, you like, it sure is bright outside
Yes.
for it to be
You're like,
like,
is it Saturday?
Yeah.
I've got that. Yeah.
and I rolled over. It definitely was like 9:15. I text my boss like, I'm so sorry. She was like, we just wanted to make sure you're okay because it's not like you.
Right.
And so I get to work, and my friend Janelle, who works there, she was like, I don't want to tell you what I thought happened. I was like, what did you think happened? She was like, so I know like your blood pressure lately has been. I was like, you
Oh,
thought
wow.
I died? She was like, that's why I didn't want to tell you. I was
She
like,
didn't get in her car
she
and try to
killed
come
him.
find you.
yes, exactly.
She's just like, I just thought you might have
She
died.
killed him.
I said, Janelle, my blood pressure is a whole lot better now. Thank you very much. She's like,
Hilarious.
I said, wow, you thought I died. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Wellness check.
Did you have any
wellness
missed calls
check.
from her?
I had a lot of text messages though,
Okay.
which clearly weren't getting through because
No,
I was
because
on
it was
the-
on
not
Udo's
And guess what? It wouldn't have mattered anyway because in her scenario, I was dead.
You were dead.
Dead people don't answer.
She's not gonna text you back. You're just dead.
But I'm definitely I would have haunt that ass though. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm about to be
Yeah.
a ghost and haunt the hell out of you because
Yeah.
why would you think that I was dead?
Because you were dead.
Because I was dead.
In
Yeah.
that scenario, you were dead.
He was upstairs in the upper room.
Yeah. When really I was upstairs in my room dead asleep. So
Yeah, you were. You're like, so it's kind of dead.
Technically.
half dead.
All right. Here's the next one. So, caught stalking somebody on social media or caught talking trash on a hot mic?
Wait, what?
So, would you rather get caught stalking somebody on social media? Like, you know, when you accidentally are like flipping through their page and you like their shit and you're like, didn't mean to do that? Or get caught talking trash about somebody on a hot mic, like a mic that's on and live?
Hmm.
I figured since we're all on podcasts, we could.
Give me a hot mic.
He's like, let me talk all the trash.
No, only because the purpose of stalking them is for them to not know. So if you
So when they
accidentally
find out.
yeah, so if you accidentally like it, it's like
Yeah.
fuck.
Then you're unliking it. And you know they already saw you.
They already saw
They
it.
can
Yeah,
see
I
Yeah.
already
it.
saw it.
So it's too late. So
I'm
already
guilty
you
of
just hear me.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot mic. So you want a hot mic as well?
Yeah, just give me
Yeah.
the mic. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna have to say anyway.
Yeah.
You don't like it? Oh well.
That is real talk.
Real talk.
At least you know
I,
I'm talking shit about you.
I'm gonna go
Right.
stalking somebody on social media.
Really? You seem like a stalker.
How is that? I didn't, like now you got me thinking that I'm not outside people's houses. No, but like I can find
I'm unfriending you right
no,
now.
I can find people on social media. The way I look at it, so like sometimes you like maybe I accidentally like it, and then you're like, why is she liking my stuff? And then maybe I've thrown you off, but it is embarrassing when you're like, shit, why did I like that? You're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know they saw it. It's like,
Like
Yeah.
her ex stalking the ex.
Usually when I hit the like by accident, I'm like, shit, let me just add you as a friend. So then you know.
I don't.
I do.
We don't.
but
even
like
add the
sometimes if
friend.
I get stuck, so like, what if it's like
She said
people
what?
that I'm finding profiles on
Oh,
are not
yeah,
people
no.
that I want on my friend
No,
list.
you don't want to do that.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Have your search history, or your a search history on your computer or your camera roll made public. So if one of those two had to get made public,
Ooh.
search history or camera roll.
Ooh.
Search history.
Yeah, search history.
Search history for me too.
Search history.
It's camera. Let me give it. Mom, can I use your phone? Oh no! Don't hit that. No.
Oh,
Don't hit that hidden folder.
Yes, please
Well, right.
don't hit that hidden folder.
Don't hit that
it's
hidden
all coming to light.
It is safe activated. Okay.
I am concerned about what my co-hosts today have on their cameras. I said camera roll too, though.
It's none of your business.
Right.
That's why it's a
I don't
hidden
search
folder.
anything. Or like if you say it's gonna be recipes, you're gonna find
Yeah.
recipes on my search engine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Mine is usually some shit on WebMD like
Am I
going to die?
Am I
because
dying?
I sneezed 6 times.
because
in a
I
row.
overslept and my coworker thought I died.
Yep. So that's me.
Yeah.
I sneezed 6 times. So am I going to die?
I'm the same way. It's gonna
Yeah.
yes, you're right. It's gonna be medical ailments or recipes. That's
Yep.
what you're gonna find on mine.
Yep.
Life after 50, that'll be mine.
Like, she gives all of it. She's like,
I just want
Tell
to just give it all to me at once.
I just want it all.
All of it.
That's hilarious. All right. Overshare or awkward silence for 15 minutes, or I'm sorry, not minutes. Ooh, let me rewrite. Overshare or awkward silence for 15 seconds straight on a podcast. So would you rather overshare or rather sit there for 15 seconds of dead air?
Like right now.
That was not 15 seconds.
It was close. I would rather do 15 seconds of dead air.
You don't want to overshare?
No.
Don't you feel like we've
Why?
already overshared here? I feel like we've
I feel like we've done this on this
if
show
they
already.
have watched seasons 1 through now, they might know everything about our lives
Pretty much.
to the extreme.
Yeah.
I overshare a lot though, so
So you'd rather overshare?
I mean, I'm an open book. Well, on some
Yeah.
topics, yeah.
So what about the topics that you aren't? Would you rather overshare or have
No,
silence?
absolutely not.
So she wants the silence.
No, I want to overshare. I want to both. I don't know.
See?
Yeah.
She's back to that both thing again.
It's this or that.
This, that.
Overshare.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Send an X-rated meme to the wrong group chat or post it to your story by accident.
Post it to my story.
Because somebody's going to laugh.
Post it to my
Your
story.
boss might look at it and not think it's so funny, but
Yeah, post it to my story.
Yeah, post it to my story. I've
I think
been
it
there
depends.
with the group chat. Then I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder, it depends on what group chat, I think, for me. Because I think if I'm in a group chat with you, you know how I am in real life,
Mm,
and you would expect nothing less
yes.
from me as a human. But maybe on my story, I keep social media pretty tight.
Yes.
So I feel like if I put it on my story, I would be like,
I feel
those
like
don't last very long.
yeah. I feel like I'd be
24
shocked.
hours. That's way too long for me.
I feel like I'd be shocked to tell if I saw something inappropriate on your social media.
You would, because
I would definitely inbox you like, "Are you hacked?"
literally, if you see something like that on my social media, like inbox me, please, because I
I'm
don't.
Yes.
gonna stalk your page.
But if you got something from me in a group chat,
I would expect that from you.
exactly.
Because you put inappropriate things in our group chat before.
No, I do not. Don't put my business.
I'm talking about in our Mud Talk group chat. We're all inappropriate sometimes in the Mud Talk group chat.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
He made it seem like I'm the one over here
No.
sending all these
She's-
inappropriate
she's the-
X-rated memes.
No, sometimes you're the initiator.
Sometimes you're the initiator.
It depends on how many drinks I've had.
That's
yes.
true. Usually, if Ty's been drinking, what comes onto the group chat is much more entertaining.
Yeah.
Already know.
Yeah. And it's
You
usually
already
pretty
know.
well, and it's usually pretty late night too. Like sometimes 'cause
Like
you-
I'll wake up because my phone will be on D&D, and I'm like, "What the? He was drinking last
well,
night."
you've done that before. You're
Yeah.
like, Ty, are you drinking? I'm like, why? Because you're talking about the podcast. It's 11:30 at night.
No, that's what Ty does. Is he doesn't send inappropriate memes. He's like, so I have this really good idea,
I do.
and some of them are amazing ideas, and a lot of our ideas have come from that. Some of them I'm like, you've been drinking again, haven't you, Ty?
Yeah.
Those creative juices were flowing.
After number 3.
But he always gets very
Number
like,
3, look at me.
It usually is about number 3.
I gotta get you to stop editing and sharing videos until you're sober, though.
Which one?
Sometimes you'll edit them and share them, then you'll unshare them.
Oh
You
yeah.
go back and like,
Well, because usually what happens is like when I'm editing them, it looks good, and then like like you watch it again, you're like shit.
when
I
you're
forgot.
sober, and you're like, oh yeah.
No, I've done that even like
Yeah, I
with
have
us too. But yeah, I'll be like, damn, that was bad. Yeah. I forgot to put the logo here.
Yeah.
I forgot to put the sound here.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. You also said story.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, I just feel like because sometimes I'm already inappropriate on my social
Yeah.
media anyway.
And you keep it real.
Yeah.
Not better. All right. Watch a movie with the loudest chewer or the constant talker.
Chewer.
I think we had this conversation already. As long as it's not gum.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Don't pop your gum
Don't
around Mo.
pop
She will
your
turn you
gum
into.
around
We won't even tell him. You have to go listen to what we are. Go listen to your podcast and figure out
Yes.
what you're going to get turned into.
Mm.
I can't stand the talk in a damn movie. It's like shut your ass up. Like now I gotta feel like I gotta go back and watch it again because
you
you've
were
been talking
talking.
the whole time.
This is one of the ones where I would have to be. So what is it? What is it called when you can't stand when people chew? What's the name of that? Miso something something. I think I have that.
Why? Because they're like this.
I can't stand. No, please.
So you don't like ASMR
I
videos?
do when you're like,
Really?
I like that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice. But don't you dare chew. And we talked about this. And don't you dare swallow any liquid while we're on the phone.
Yeah.
Only on the phone though. But chewing, I'm like it makes me literally feel ill to my stomach.
Really?
If you're talking during a movie, I'll just turn around and tell you to shut up.
But they can't because they're talking.
And what if they get louder
I'm gonna tell them to shut up again.
and louder?
Unless I'm in the movie theater, then I just will give you nasty looks and complain and get free tickets. That's
yes,
kind of
that.
how I roll. But
Yeah.
at home, usually if it happens at home, I'm just gonna walk upstairs and I'm gonna play it in a different room.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around it. But
Hmm.
all right, last one. Would you rather be live? I'm sorry, not live. Wow, live with no Wi-Fi for a week or no streaming apps?
No streaming apps.
Okay.
I need my Wi-Fi.
All right.
I can say no Wi-Fi because I'm, guilty of that. Oh, I didn't pay the bill, no internet. Oh well.
So like now
I got
we're really
my downloaded show on. Yeah,
Didn't pay that bill. Dang it.
it is. Yeah.
No internet. Oh well.
I don't
Yeah.
often hook up to a lot of Wi-Fi, so I think I could live without Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no.
No, I didn't say 5G. If I
Yeah.
didn't have my 5G, I'd be stuck.
You'd be crashing out.
I would.
Yeah. The other day, for my Wi-Fi bill, my card was locked, and because it's on autopay,
Yeah.
my card was locked or whatever. And I woke up and the Wi-Fi was off, and I was like, "What is going on?" Like I was like freaking out, like,
Oh no.
and I was like, "Oh damn, my card was locked." But I had like a little anxiety attack for like 20 minutes. I was getting
Because
ready.
you're like, I gotta have this
I was
Wi-Fi.
like, I need my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I was going through withdrawals. like I need my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, that was this or that.
All right, I love that. Oh, see, that wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't so
I
bad.
kept it pretty clean.
I love that for you.
I mean, did you want me to make it dirty?
For the listeners out there.
Yes. Well, speaking of this or that, it's not really this or that question, but I was out yesterday and we were discussing about words that you cannot stand that makes you cringe. And I wanted to know, do you guys have a word that makes you cringe? You just like absolutely not.
Yes.
Mine is moist.
Oh yes, I agree.
Shut up.
That cake was very
Moist.
No, the cake was good as hell. Okay.
It was moist.
It was moist.
No,
Moist and
it
wet.
was very rich.
It's rich and wet.
It was
Moist.
Do you have a word?
Do I have a word that I can't stand? Not really. I don't like the C-U-N.
To see you next Tuesday?
Yep.
Oh,
I don't like that word.
yeah, that's not a good word to use.
I'll have to sit and think.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's more that bother me.
probably so. Mo, you got one?
I hate all the words the kids use today.
Oh,
Yes.
Like
yes.
literally, I hate cringe.
Yeah.
I hate bro.
Cap.
Yeah.
I can't stand. I hate cap.
yeah.
Capping.
I- you know what?
can't.
It's bruh, bro, all of those, any form of that word.
Dude,
I
I'm
hate
not
that.
your bro. I'm not your
Yeah.
bro. I'm not your dude.
Right.
I,
Yeah, that is
I just,
one.
I literally thought one day my kid was from Memphis. I did. I was like, wait a minute.
You sound a lot
You
like
were born in
Memphis.
Toledo. Why
Right.
you sounding like John Moran? No cap, no lie, no cap.
No cap,
Like,
bro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is though. Although I can't,
Yeah.
it drives me up the wall.
You know what's a trigger word for me though? It's not really like a word like but a trigger word for me is the word weird. Like if somebody call
Weird.
you weird,
Weird.
Unique.
like it's no like weird, like as
Yeah.
in like you doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like your energy is weird.
Yeah.
So like for me, like sometimes I'll say that I'm like, man, I'm like that whatever Amy did, like that was kind of weird. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if I'm like, man, Amy weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when
Now-
you add the ASF.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
And it's when you're using it to describe somebody.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing to say like man, like Amy was, I don't know, she was kind of weird today. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm like, Amy weird as fuck. Like you like
Honestly,
Like-
saying Amy was weird today actually also would bother me.
Yeah.
Both of them
That's a
bother me.
trick,
Just
yeah.
the word in general.
So it's not necessarily like
It's not a bad word.
I feel like when you describe someone, you're saying like they're weird. That's the
Yeah.
trigger. But when you just
Mhm.
like I don't know, like she was just kind of weird today. Like maybe she just had a bad day. But when you like, man, that girl Amy, she weird.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So
Yeah.
that
I don't
word,
like it used in
Yeah.
any form, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So in the Black community, we don't use weird like everybody else. We use it when you're just like your energy is just
Yeah.
not cool. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying weird like, oh, you're quirky. We're saying like you're just weird. Like your energy is just not cool.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are wondering, for our white listeners,
I know that you were. I was about to check you. I was like, "Don't you black explain me?"
Yes.
because we like to
No.
do that sometimes.
I don't like to black explain you. I understand.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Early seasons, we
Early
had
season,
we
yeah.
we had some. We
We-
had to have
we
some
had-
come to Jesus moments, and I'm
Yes.
like, I already know.
Yes.
It wasn't you. Was it Red?
It was red.
It was Red. It was
Yes.
our audio engineer that we had on a couple seasons ago. He like literally stopped the conversation. He's like, and what? And it was like the most obvious thing.
Yeah.
He's like, and what that means is
in the Black community.
in the black community. I was like,
Black community.
don't black explain me. I know what you're talking about.
The African American community.
Literally, but stopped the conversation. And I was
Yes.
like, I already know what that means. Like, why
Yes.
are you?
So yeah. So yeah. Moist,
Weird, yeah,
Moist
weird.
and weird. That's
Those
like,
are- yeah.
Yeah.
Moist doesn't bother me.
Shut up.
Mm.
And then when you say it like that too, I'm just like, okay, all right.
You know what word bothers me? I
What?
thought about pork.
Really?
I hate that word. I just don't like the way it sounds. Pork.
Loin. Pork.
So
I like the name. I like the way loin sounds. I love a nice moist loin.
like pork.
A nice weird moist loin.
Pork loin.
I don't know what it is about. Just pork just bothers me.
Pork
Yeah.
tenderloin.
Yeah. Oh, and the word chitlins bothers me too.
Really?
Is it chitlins or chitterlings?
It's supposed to be chitterlings, but
Chitlins. I mean, it's spelled chitterlings, but it's pronounced chillins, right?
Chitlins.
yeah, the word chitlins, because I think it's just because of the smell is just embedded in my brain. So when you say
It's
the word
gross.
chitlins,
It's just like
it triggers.
you don't eat.
Disgusting.
You
Yeah.
don't eat that.
No,
No.
I mean,
No.
I don't know.
I don't eat anything that
It's-
comes from the ass.
intestines. The donkey.
If it comes from the ass or just around the ass, I don't know.
Any parts of the ass.
The ass is not being ate.
Yes, not at all.
Okay.
Not for me at least. Okay. Just saying.
Chitlins.
No.
Talking about chitlins.
So, yep.
In
talking
case
about chitlins.
anybody's wondering.
Yep, there we go. All right, well,
Okay.
we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, I got to do my tips for tea, and I'm
Yes.
giving y'all 5 things of which I should or should not do when driving in traffic. I told y'all earlier that I got triggered, so I got to tell this story.
He does.
And-
He was angry.
Oh.
He's going to tell it through his tips.
I'm going to tell it to my
Like me when I'm angry.
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and pay some bills, and we'll be right back here on Mud Talk. So make sure y'all don't go nowhere. Go grab a snack. Go refill up your drink, your wine, and make sure y'all come back. So keep it locked. Want to get the word out about your business or organization? Well, the Hottest Podcast now offers the hottest sponsorship packages, starting as low as $15. That's right, $15 will help you get your business and organization out to millions and millions of listeners heard around the world. So make sure you go to the official Mud Talk Facebook page and check out our sponsorship packages right now. The Hottest Podcast is back with new merch dropping right now. Tap in and check out our latest in hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and now we have official Mud Talk water bottles and more. So make sure you head over right now to the official Mud Talk merch store and get into it. And right now, if you order, you'll get 25% off of all of the latest merch in our Mud Talk merch store. So go over to our Instagram page at Mud Talk 419 and get into all of the latest, newest merch that is available right now. Mud Talk, the only podcast that brings you the latest in music, news, and fashion, and the only show that keeps our ears to the streets while you grind and shine.
You want to give a shout? We want to give a shout out to our season 4 sponsor, A Servant's Heart LLC. A Servant's Heart prides themselves in community care. They offer non-medical and HPC transportation, as well as home personal care. For questions, to schedule consultation, or to join their team of professionals, you can follow them on Facebook at A Servant's Heart LLC. Email them at aservantshearttoledo@gmail.com. That's 2 T's. Or give them a call at 419-407-5399. So thank you again to A Servant's Heart for their support of the Mud Talk podcast and being our season 4 sponsor.
Hey. What's good, y'all? We are back here on Mud Talk. I want to say thank y'all to everybody that's been watching us tonight, whether you are watching on Facebook or YouTube, or whether you are listening on any of our streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Sirius XM Radio, or wherever you stream your favorite podcast. We appreciate you guys for supporting the show. Now, before we get into tips with
Well,
tea,
I
got you.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
You got this.
Yes, before we get into tips with tea, Miss Amy has a very special kind of like announcement for one of our sponsors.
Well, I just happened to see this. I don't have any firsthand knowledge, but I did see that our season 4 sponsor, Servant's Heart, looks like they are hiring. So, and it does say on there, if you are looking for a job, it looked like direct service personnel. So they just posted that on their Facebook today. So if you go over to their Facebook page, you can get some more information if you're interested in a job in direct service personnel.
Yes, or you can contact them at 419-407-5399. So if you're looking for a job and looking to, help the community, go right ahead and contact the Servant's Heart, man. They do some amazing things in the community. So shout out to RC and his team for being, amazing people who do amazing things.
Yes.
So, all right. So I told you I have some tips for tea. Okay. And there's a story about
The
this,
way your voice just changes. All right.
So let me tell y'all this story. So today I was at the I was at the Shell's gas station, particularly downtown on Monroe Street. Okay. And so I was driving, getting my gas, pulled up, pumped my gas, and I was driving like across the lot to get to the driveway.
Yes.
And this man comes wheeling in like he's in a damn Hellcat when really he was in a Kia. Okay.
Not even close.
Not even close. He comes in through the parking lot, like just zooming through as if like he was on Fast and Furious. And so I had to pump my brakes. And you know what he did? He did all that shit just for no gas pumps to be available. And he had to wait in line behind somebody else. And I was like, sir, it was never that serious. So then I realized there are a lot of people who just have horrible driving skills. And I've been experiencing this shit all week long. Mm-hmm. And so I just felt like I need to switch up my tips for tea and give y'all 5 tips on what you should or should not do when you're driving in traffic. Now, this is just coming straight off the dome. This is not even on my paper. Okay. I didn't even write this down. So this is real. Okay. This is some real shit that I was feeling. Okay. So tip number 1, use your fucking blinker.
Yes.
Use your blinker. Okay. If you are making a right turn or a left turn, whatever you're doing, use your blinker. How am I supposed to know where you're about to go if you're not using your blinker?
In the appropriate amount of time.
In the appropriate amount of time. So if you are 4 blocks away and you know that your street is particularly coming up, you don't wait until you get in front of your damn street
and then just
hit the blinker.
Flip it as you're turning.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. So use your blinkers, people. Okay.
Use your blinkers.
Do you use your blinkers?
In the appropriate amount of
I mean,
time.
sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
Oh, so you see
the look that you just, the look on your face, you about just got the wrath of Big
like,
T.
you
He was
use
like,
your
you don't
blinkers.
use your blinkers.
He was, yeah, sometimes. But I mean, I hate that too. So yeah.
use your blinkers. Okay. Tip number 2. If you know that you need to be in the right-hand lane, but you're all the way in the left-hand lane and you think you're about to shoot across 3 lanes of damn traffic, stop doing that. That is dangerous.
Accidentally, that might have happened. I might have done that today on my way here.
Me too.
These tips are really hitting y'all. So this tip,
I just say too.
But I don't like it when that happens.
like this person is over here and then you like zoom and you stop doing that.
I did do that.
Stop
and
doing that.
I'm sorry to the blue car that I cut off. I don't know who you are or where you are, but I'm so sorry.
I don't
These
know
tips
who it
are
was, but
clearly for y'all today.
Okay, but I also believe that people can't drive. That was the only thing that happened.
Yeah. So tip number 3. If you're making a right-hand turn, make that damn right-hand turn. Stop making the right-hand turn slow as hell.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
You've been driving your whole damn life and you still can't make
There
it
is
the right-hand turn?
Zero reason.
There's no reason for you to be driving like Miss Daisy making a right-hand turn.
Or to stop. Like
Yes.
that happened to me today. I was driving and they decided to turn, but then they just stopped. And then they
I just go by and look to see if they're old or
I don't
care.
care.
young.
I don't
like,
care
old
if you're old.
person.
I don't give a shit if you're
Yeah.
old. I don't give a shit if you're 15, 16, 18. I don't give a shit. Learn how to right-hand turns is the easiest driving
It's the
skill.
easiest turn.
Clearly,
You don't
she's
have to
already said
like
it. She
you don't
doesn't
this is
care.
you hit my spot. These right-hand turns, but they're easy.
Yes.
Just turn your
I do
blinker
have
on.
sympathy for those
No, I
just
don't.
now learning to drive. I have sympathy for them.
Okay,
The
if you're
old people, like I feel like if you're over the age of 65, okay, I'm a 70. If you over 70, can you just give up your license?
Yeah.
Why-
It's
why
over
does
at this
that
point.
happen?
Where
I
are you
don't-
driving to?
Why does it happen when you get to a certain age? You just can't drive anymore.
I don't know.
It's almost like old people are scared, like to push the pedal. Like, do you feel like you're speeding?
I think with old people,
But you're not. You're going
you
to
get one
You're going
you
10
get
miles
one
an
of two
hour.
things. You get one of two things. You get that, or you get like my grandpa, who I don't know what happened to him, but he turned a certain age and he was like pedal to the floor, like cutting people off, and I was like, Grandpa, I
I'd
want
rather
to die.
drive like that than just drive like
I don't.
Yeah.
You never got in a car
every
with.
5 seconds you're putting on.
You
your
were
brake
never in
light.
a car with Vinton.
Yeah.
It was scary.
Yeah. Well, tip number 4. Tip number 4. If you hop in front of me in traffic, you better
You better
Speed
go.
up. You better go.
You better go.
Okay.
Mm.
Those people
Mm.
who like to hop in front of you and then slow down your pace.
Start hitting the brakes.
Oh,
No lie, that happened to me today. That's why I was
Ooh.
late for work this morning. Yeah.
here I am. I'm going down the street doing 60 miles
Yep.
an hour, enjoying my life, and you
Mhm.
pull out in front of me and slow down my rate of speed.
Yep.
You know what? This ain't
Did you just say F all the people? I think you just
I
said
was
that.
about to.
I think you're like,
I was about to.
Okay, that was a
But-
tip.
But this is a tip. Stop doing that. Okay.
Stop it.
Stop doing that.
Some of us are trying to get to work.
I'm going to add a tip to
One
this if you
time.
don't say this as your tip number
Yes.
5, because I got one to add.
Man. And tip number 5, this is really we really shouldn't have to say this, but for all you people who speed in them damn school zones, stop it.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that you're late for work, but you should have left 30 minutes ago. But speeding through a school zone,
Mhm.
25, but you supposed to do 25, but now you're really
20.
doing 45
Yeah.
or 20,
20.
whatever.
When the bus is picking
Yeah.
up kids and
Right.
yeah.
Kids are running on.
Yeah.
And just,
Oh.
it's when kids are outside.
Yes.
Any time of day. So if
Yes.
there's kids playing on the playground at 7 p.m.
Slow your ass down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is go along with that. For all you people that like to go around the goddamn buses when they got their red lights on, they stop signs
Oh.
on there,
Yeah, don't.
you're going to jail. Because I'm
Right.
telling you.
The busters.
We're snitching.
I'm telling you.
Kevin's
We are
coming out.
snitching.
Yep. Kevin's coming out. Because I'm
Kevin.
telling you. I'm being
It's not
Kevin.
Karen, it's Kevin.
It's
Kevin, Karen and Kevin, folks.
Yes, Karen and Kevin.
Karen and
'Cause
Kevin.
I'm telling you. Yep.
Kevin's coming out.
But yeah, just stop doing that. It's for the safety of the kids. The kids are trying to get to school. Unfortunately, in our community, we've had kids get hit by cars and, have some
Yes.
unfortunate situations. So stop doing that. Kids should be able to go to school safely and not have to worry about
Across the
you
street.
because you late because you decided you wanted to go do a donut run and you knew you didn't have enough
Right.
time. So slow your ass down. Because if not, I'm telling.
I got 2,
Snitching.
actually.
Yeah, I'm snitching for the kids. That's
Kevin.
the only time.
Kevin will always come out when it comes to kids.
Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Kevin.
I only
Kevin.
see. I only
Kevin.
become a Kevin when it's protecting other people. Karens, they just snitch on people because
Yeah,
they just
right.
they're
Kevin
unhappy.
becomes a Kevin. All right, so
Yeah.
here's mine. When you are coming up to a crosswalk, kind of reminded me of the bus one.
Yeah.
Your job is to yield to pedestrians,
Yes.
not fly as fast as you possibly can while people are walking across. And I travel a lot for my daughter's
Yeah.
volleyball, so we're in a lot of downtown cities, and the amount of people that don't stop at crosswalks
Yeah.
while I'm in the middle of them, like I actually shield my youngest. Like I make him walk to where I can like grab him,
Grab
if
him,
for
yeah.
some reason, because people don't. The pedestrians have the right of way,
Yes.
so stop doing that.
Yes.
That's my first one. My second one is if you are sitting and you're getting ready to either to turn right, to turn out in
Mhm.
front of somebody, turn left, turn right, I don't care what it is, and you're sitting in a parking lot or you're coming out of a business and there's cars that are driving and you're waiting for them to go before you turn.
Mhm.
Don't pull out in front of somebody. Wait until the space behind you. You know how like when you're driving and like when somebody pulls out in front of you and they
Oh.
start going, rather
Yeah.
than waiting for the fact that there's no cars behind you,
Yeah.
like you're just being that impatient.
Yeah.
Like have patience.
Yeah.
That's my tip. Have patience.
Have patience, people.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and my other one. I got one more.
We
For
could
all
go
you
day.
people, when you're at in the parking lot and you see the car bagging out with the white lights on and you decide to keep walking behind it, I'm gonna just tell you right now, that's between you and Jesus at
Yes, it
this
is.
point. Because I'm going to keep going because you see these white lights and you decide that you're just gonna keep walking behind my car. That's between you and
I had-
Jesus.
I had
Now
somebody
you're about to
hit
be
my
a now you're about to be a speed bump.
Yeah.
because I'm not
Yeah.
slowing down.
Hey,
It's about speed bumps.
not
I literally had somebody at Walmart smack my trunk.
Mm.
They were not there when I was backing out. I was doing my back out just like I should be.
Yeah,
And they decided to walk behind me and then smacked my
don't
trunk.
hit my car.
and you should have got out and
Don't
smacked
hit
them.
my car because then I'm gonna put my foot
I
on the
was at
gas.
Walmart
You should have
and
given them 2 smacks like
I-
guideline.
Mm-mm.
or spectacular. I should have. I was in a part of town where I don't think that would be the Walmart to do that in.
Oh,
I didn't want to die.
oh,
But it
You was in ghetto world.
I didn't say that. I just said I don't think I would like get out and tell. Like I wouldn't dayline anybody in that parking lot. Oh, you know what? This has nothing to do. Can I say something
Yes.
to add to that? To add to the parking lot thing. If you have children, and you are walking, have your children walk with you. So this
Yes.
actually happened to me.
Oh,
I
I
was
can't stand
I was
that.
in a parking lot of a local grocery store,
Mhm.
and this lady's children took off running through the parking lot. And one of them, I was going like 3. Because I saw the kids out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
And I kind of had to slam my brakes on because she ran, the little child ran right in front of my car. Why did this mother turn around and start going off on me?
Really?
Watch where you're effing going. There's effing kids. And I was like, Jesus. Jesus
Sweet
Lord.
baby Jesus.
Jesus Lord.
Jesus,
Jesus
Lord.
Lord.
Heavenly Father,
Father God.
I need you right now in this
You
moment.
didn't say Devontae because Devontae would have told you to get out and cuss that.
I know. I was going to white Jesus.
White
for this
Jesus.
one.
She did the white Jesus prayer.
I did. I did.
Father God.
It was Lord, Heavenly Father. Because I was like appalled. I was literally looking at this mother like, control your child. Why is your child that far away from you where she goes sprinting off? And the mom wasn't even paying attention. She was on her phone, walking, texting on her phone.
Yeah.
Child takes off in front of my car. I was going slow. I didn't hit your kid because I saw your kid. I saw you texting. So keep your kids by you in the parking lot.
Yes.
Like just, and she was like probably 5, 6.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't have been walking by herself in the parking
Yeah,
lot.
that's
No,
Shaquan's fault.
but also the mom was texting and not paying attention.
Yeah.
Did she have on a bonnet?
I don't remember.
No. Sound like a bonnet story.
Yeah.
I mean, she very well could have had a bonnet.
It's giving bonnet.
She might have.
Giving bonnet.
She had pink sweatpants on. I remember that.
The
She for
juicy
sure- she for
sweatpants.
sure-
There was no
Yes.
juicy on the butt, but it was.
Did she have on Crocs, slides, or tennis shoes?
Crocs.
There was some
Yeah.
slides.
She had on the
House
bonnet.
slippers.
She
It
had on
might
the
have been
bonnet.
house slippers. I don't know about the bonnet, but
Slippers and a bonnet.
This is a bonnet story.
And they were not isotoners.
Yeah.
no, they were not. They were not isotoners.
Yeah.
They were definitely Crocs or slides. But I was like, I cannot believe the nerve of you to yell at me when I literally just saved your child's life
Literally. Because you wanted to be texting.
because she was texting and walking, and this child sprinting across the parking
Oh,
lot.
how dare you yell? How
the
dare
audacity of you to protect other
I'm
people's
so
children.
sorry. So sorry for not flying through the parking lot because most people do.
Yes.
I do.
So
You do. You would have hit. You would have probably hit the kid because she
I
wasn't paying
probably would have
attention.
hit the mom.
Well, the mom popped out from behind after the kid already sprinted in front of my car, and I slammed my brakes on.
No, I'm not messing on my brakes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
For a child, I will.
Yeah, for
Brakes are
kids,
expensive.
Yeah, but yeah. Come on.
I mean,
now.
for a kid, yeah, because jail is more expensive. But
It is.
but for an adult,
Yeah,
knees to chest.
yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Snatch that bonnet off.
Yeah.
Well, I was. Heavenly Father came through.
Yes.
That's all I gotta
The
say.
heavenly-
He
I'm
saved
here.
you.
I'm here,
After
and
she
I'm not in jail.
woosah,
I had to
She
because
was
I
sad
was
first.
because I'm going to protect kids all day, and I was like,
Yeah.
ma'am. And there was like 4 other kids too that were actually walking with her, but they were older.
This is definitely a bonnet
man, she
story.
had a family.
Man.
She had a whole family.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well.
that's a Shaquan moment.
Little
Shaquan is crazy.
little itty bitty didn't know how to stay with mom. That's all I have to say. Shaquan or whatever you Quan. What'd you say?
Shaquan.
Shaquan.
Shaquan. Just
Not
Quan.
Shaquan, duh.
No, just
Shaquan.
Shaquan. So Shaquan is the bonnet,
Yes.
sweatpants, Crocs.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, there we go.
Kind of like Shaniqua.
Shaniqua also wears
Yeah.
the same thing.
No, Shaniqua don't wear that.
What does she
What
wear?
does Shaniqua wear?
You don't want to meet Shaniqua.
I do.
No, I told you you don't want to meet her.
Oh, is this like your
Don't.
alter ego?
Yes.
I feel like alter egos.
You don't
Did
want to
you
meet
see
her.
what happened?
She
She's like,
shifted.
I said you don't want to
You
meet her.
I don't want to meet her. I don't want to meet her.
Yeah, you don't.
Heavenly Father,
Yes.
It's a heavenly Father
Lord,
moment.
Lord Jesus, please don't bring Shaniqua out.
Please.
Shaniqua out.
'Cause she ain't going back. She's not going back in that box.
No. Okay.
All right. Well, that was Tips with Tea. And that was 5 things of what you should or should not do when you're driving in traffic. So drive safe, y'all. And stop driving
Yes,
reckless.
please.
Damn, get to your
Be
destination
patient.
safely. Be patient.
Hold your kids.
Hold your kids.
Mhm.
Use your blinkers. Stop driving slow.
Stop turning in front of people.
And make that damn right turn.
Yes.
Shit.
Like at a normal speed.
normal speed.
Not like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Stop in the middle of the road.
Shit. All right. Well, before we get up out of here, y'all know it is the first Friday of the month. And y'all know we always do what's called shout outs. And this is where we just shout out anybody that you feel like shouting out, whether they're doing good things in the community or you just want somebody's birthday. Whoever you want to shout out, go ahead and show them some love. So
Shout out.
we're going to start with our guests.
Oh.
Cousin Mo, who you got? Who you shouting out?
Oh, I'm shouting out everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
No, first
Not
and foremost,
Shaniqua,
no, I ain't shouting out Shaniqua. Shout out to Shaniqua
We're
from
going to
Moniqua.
keep her tucked away.
Yeah.
I guess.
Shout out to all the people out there that's doing big things in business.
Mhm.
Shout out to Brittany. She's starting her new podcast, Truth Be Told. Good
All
luck
right.
with that.
All right. That's
Shout out,
exciting.
Brittany. Whoop, whoop.
Shout out to the 419.
Yes.
The 419 Heezy.
Yes. For our international and global listeners, that's Toledo. Our area code.
They're like, I don't know what that means.
They're
They're like, we don't
what?
even have area
We don't
codes. It's like
have
one number.
codes. It is.
What else? Shout out to the staff and students at Toledo Early College.
That's what's up.
Go
yeah.
Acorns.
Wait, that's their
Their
mascot.
mascot's an acorn.
Like, wait, what? Home of the Fighting
Did you
Acorns.
hear that? Acorn.
Is it really an
It's
acorn?
really an acorn.
Home of the Fighting Acorns.
It's not home with the
What is their mascot?
It's an acorn.
It's an acorn.
Like what squirrels hibernate with?
Yes.
Like off of a tree?
Durant, we need to have a conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
Can they at least be a fighting acorn?
Like a fighting-
you
I
gotta
don't
do
know.
something.
Home of the
They're
Fighting
they're the
Acorns.
It sounds so much better. A fighting acorn
Yeah.
sounds like okay.
Okay, Dr.
I
Durant, I
don't
need
know
you to make
about
that
no
change.
fighting acorn now.
Home of the Fighting Acorns.
Wow.
They all.
I mean, we
do the
are an
kids wear the
extension of the
hats?
University of Toledo, so why can't we be like the baby rockets?
Yeah.
What do you call a baby
A
rocket?
jet.
Home of the, yeah, Home of the Fighting Jets
Home
or
of the
the.
the Jets.
No, we got the Jets. We're the
Yeah, we gotta
Jets.
come. Oh yeah, that's right. So you gotta
Okay.
come up with something.
Yeah.
Do they wear the acorn hats though? You know how acorns have little
No,
hats.
they do not.
I think they should.
So do they have,
Spirit
like-
wear.
So do they have like an actual like person that comes out in a mascot?
No, there is no mascot.
Somebody needs to be an acorn.
They don't have a mascot.
Somebody needs to be an
So it's just
acorn.
an acorn.
So like they with the UT color, there's no
What
mascot.
the hell did
But
somebody
just-
say?
it
Let's
is the
name it an
acorns.
acorn. They were sitting in the parking lot and they were like, "What are we gonna call this mascot?" And somebody's like, "Oh, there's this acorn right there."
I would rather them just be a squirrel.
Literally,
No.
Home of the Fighting. No, I'm
Home of the
terrified of
Fighting
squirrels.
Squirrels.
I'm terrified of
What school does
squirrels.
your kid go to? My kid goes to the school with the mascot of the squirrel.
Fighting
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 squirrels.
That's better. Fighting
It's better
squirrels
than
way better than a
acorn.
fighting acorn. Like a nut off a tree. The hat.
What is a Buckeye? Where's the Buckeye?
Okay, but the Buckeye is a
Acorn,
band.
Buckeye.
Oh, that's what happened. They were like, "Let's be little Buckeyes."
But the thing is, at least they have an
No.
actual person that comes
Yeah,
out
like he
as
looks like a Buckeye.
It's Brutus.
Honestly, though,
You
maybe
don't-
they need to make an
They
acorn
can make an
guy.
acorn.
Talk to
With a
Dr. D
hat.
about that.
Dr. Durant,
I just want to
We
be
need
the
to have
home
a
of the fighting
conversation.
acorns.
Talk
That's
to
all I
him
want.
about that.
I'll be the mascot one day. I'll just do it.
being
Really?
acorn is insane.
Why the hell would you not want to be an acorn? I've
Yeah.
always wanted to do that.
That's why.
Not too much on my alma mater.
Hey, Kiara.
Who said that?
Is she
Kiara.
from the home of the fighting
Hey,
acorns?
girl. Hey.
What's up, Key?
You
Yes.
already know what's up.
Yes, she went to Toledo Early College.
Oh.
Yeah, she was one of my students.
she know
so she knows
why?
how old I am. Why is the acorn a mascot?
Yeah.
Yes, Kiara, can we
Kiara.
talk about why
Why?
it is a mascot?
Why?
And why can't it be the fighting acorns?
That sounds so lame.
It sounds better than just being an
The
acorn.
acorn.
fighting
We're the acorns. Or we're the home of the fighting acorns. Like, see? Like, that's so different.
I mean, that's. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. Shout out to all the alumni of.
You know, now I'm
Toledo
interested to
College.
see like
Shout out
what
to
are
all
some,
the
what are
what's
some
an
Shout out
acorn
to
after-
former acorns. in
What
the
does that
house.
come from? Like an oak tree?
She said, "Child, I don't know. It's so stupid."
See?
Even she agrees.
I
She hasn't
know.
changed one.
I want to know some
bit.
other. We should Google.
Junior rockets. Yeah.
Yeah, junior
Baby
Baby
rockets.
rockets.
Baby
Baby,
rockets.
baby rockets.
Some, yeah, they could be like
Home of the baby rockets.
home of the astronauts because they could be like on the rocket.
Yeah, like a
No,
riding a rocket.
that is so lame.
We'll come
They
up with
should
a
have
good
But we're
one.
talking about an
contest.
acorn.
We should have a contest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
contest.
rename
Name the
the
mascot.
Rename the
Please,
mascot,
because I
Name the
don't.
mascot.
We should Google like other weird mascots.
You want me to Google
We
it?
should Google that.
Other weird mascots.
Other weird mascots other than the
Hmm.
fighting acorns.
Yeah, we should.
Lame mascots.
Well, while she's looking
I
up
can't
these
think of
other
any.
mascots, you know what? I want to say shout out to Kiara. That's my baby boo. Love you.
Oh, he said, "Shout out,
Yes.
baby boo."
Shout out to my baby boo.
Booty boo.
Love you to death. Also, shout out to everybody that's out here starting a podcast and staying consistent with it. I love that. Shout out to Cousin Mo and the Keeping It Real with Mo podcast.
Hey.
So make sure y'all go and
Oh.
tap in with that. You found some.
Shout out to all my listeners. Every
Yes.
other Monday, 7
Yes.
p.m.
Yeah, we love that.
How do they find you?
You find me on Keeping It Real with Mo on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes.
At Monique Wilson 1932 and all those other good channels.
Yes.
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, that's it.
All
Yeah.
of those.
Just follow them.
Yeah.
Not
All
the
of
triple
those.
X though.
Not the
Oh,
triple
also
X.
shout out to my Rise and Shine babies. We came third place in the school-wide spelling bee this week.
Nice.
So
they can
love
spell
that.
better than me.
Yes, they can spell better than a lot of kids. That's why they came in third place. Well, clearly they couldn't spell better than the other student one, but that's neither here nor there.
God.
But that was good. And shout out to Fame Studios. Got to shout out Shawanda and Fame Studios because Fame Studios next Thursday, we are opening up for the Detroit Pistons game next
Yeah.
Thursday against the New York Knicks. So that's going to be really dope. So our dance team is performing. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, man. And just shout out to everybody who's just doing something good. Oh, and major, I cannot forget this. Major shout out to everybody who has been supporting the Kimani, situation that's been going on here in our city. I won't get, too deep into that. But everybody who has been showing love, showing support, that has been, there for the community, man. Shout out to everybody who has been doing something positive with that situation, whether it was helping her family look for her, whether it's been putting together events and, in memory of her, donating, whatever you guys have been doing positive in the community to support that cause. I love y'all down for that. And it has just been so dope to see people truly come through for her. And, and I just love the fact that, it's unfortunate that this situation even happened, of course, but now people are really seeing like why it's so important to be involved with kids and being involved with the youth. And so I really just hope this momentum and this, and this energy continues because our kids need us, man. But shout out to everybody, like I said, who've been holding it down.
And they came out. When I was meeting CL Styles before he went out of town yesterday, and it happened to be on the way to drive by where they had the memorial where people were honoring, and it. In person, I was just blown away.
Yes,
at the amount of support that and memories and things that people were there. There was people out there just standing there remembering her while I was driving by. So, just the way that we showed up. But I want us to show up like that too for from this point forward. And I think she would too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So what you got? So what's some?
So now that we're just going to bring it back up to the most random after all that. Well, first of all, I just want to shout out to my youngest son. He had his first baseball tournament and he hit a 3-run home run.
Oh wow! Shout out. Let's give him a little hand.
Even though he's not allowed to watch this.
Well, you can show him the clip.
I will show him the clip. I do. All right. So here we go. At the University of Santa Cruz, they are the Banana Slugs.
What?
The Banana Slug is either one of the greatest or one of the worst nicknames in sports. Yeah. So that started in 1986 and it's still there present. Sammy the Slug, the Banana Slug.
Banana Slug.
This
So
is my
yellow?
favorite.
He's
Yeah,
like all yellow?
There, you can see him. It's yellow.
What does he look like?
Looks like a banana slug.
Wow.
I mean, slugs are cute, kind of. In a
He's cute. Like, he's a
disgusting
cute
sort
little
of way.
mascot. Like, he doesn't look
And what
sluggy.
school is that?
That is the UC Santa Cruz,
Wow.
University of California, Santa Cruz. Okay, so this is like my favorite one because it says fighting. Scottsdale Community College, home of the Fighting Artichokes. Home of the Fighting Artichokes.
Yeah. It looks like broccoli.
It's cute though.
That
It's
looks
cute.
like a weed.
How do you have to be that? Wait a minute. Who's that short to be that mascot? Did you guys see that?
That's somebody's kid.
That's child labor. They're
Sounds
child.
like a weed bug.
It might be a really short person.
That's a small person.
Yeah.
It
That has
might
to
be a
little
short person.
That's smaller than
That's a
small.
little person.
All right, let's see. Okay, this is actually kind of clever. The Arkansas School for the Deaf.
Oh.
Their mascot is the leopards, the deaf leopards.
That is creative.
I mean, if I laugh, do I go to hell? If I laugh?
No, it's cute. They did that.
They did it on purpose.
No, they did that. It
Okay.
says this is not a drill. There's really a school in Arkansas called the School for the Deaf Leopards, and this is coming from StadiumTalk.com. I suppose I have to quote them.
Okay.
Okay.
It's unique.
So there's a high school. I don't know where it is. Let me see if I can find out where it is. It doesn't say where, but it's the home of the Polka Dots.
The polka dots.
POCA, because the school district is called the Pocatellico District High School. So they're the Polka Dots. And their mascot is like an angry looking dot. Like he is not a happy
That's a
dot.
high school?
Yeah, that's a high school.
That's a dot.
It's a
It looks
dot.
like a period.
See?
Home of
It
the
does,
polka dots.
it does look like a period. It looks like the mascot of the period. It is.
Like what?
The fighting periods.
Yes, the
What are
home
they
of the
gonna call it?
fighting periods.
Fighting periods.
I'm glad I had a cool mascot.
Oh,
We both
okay.
did.
All
I mean,
right.
We went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Not together.
Yeah, not together.
I mean, I'm aware.
Shout out to those mommy Panthers.
Yeah, shout out to the Mommy Panthers.
I'm not
Go
gonna say
Panthers.
what class, but yeah.
I was a general.
Rock that purple and gold.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Chattanooga Central is the home of the home of the Purple Pounders.
Ooh.
For you.
I like that.
Because I know you
one.
like
The purple pounders.
Purple Pounders.
Let's get that
What
one.
are they
I love that one.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
What does the mascot look like?
He looks like a guy that wants to pound some shit. He does, doesn't he? He's got an axe. I met.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. He pounded.
Yeah,
He pounded.
he's
some shit.
he's
Alrighty.
pounding it.
He's taking people to Pound Town.
He is. He is. Well, you know, your school that you like, the Gamecocks. That was
South Kakalaki.
the Cocks.
Shout out to the Lady South Carolina Gamecocks. Cox.
The Cox.
We are going to the finals.
Yeah, the Cox.
We beat Texas.
The
I don't know what the score was, but I know we
the
won.
Cox beat the Texans.
So
I think everybody loves the
my
Cox.
bracket's not broken.
Cox
I
beat the
can't get serious with
Longhorns.
this man here today.
All right, Fort Lauderdale High Schools. They're the Flying L's, like the
L?
letter L,
L like
Flying L.
like L like loser.
like L, like it's an L.
That's
It's an
insane.
actual L.
Like loser.
He's a happy looking L though. That was the number 2.
He doesn't look very fighting.
Oh,
He
what is
doesn't look
this? Centralia High School. I don't know where it is. Are the Orphans Annies?
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know. There's just a bunch of girls dressed up
the
like
sun
in
will
red.
come out tomorrow.
Yeah, like
I'm
the
not
sun
singing
come
Annie.
Tomorrow.
Oh, see, you're singing
The
now.
Orphans.
I told you I would sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's girl. It calls the boys teams the Orphans and the girls teams the Annies. That's like not okay.
That's
That's like not okay.
That is not okay.
They should be
that is-
canceled.
Home
of the Orphans. And
Home of the
Annie.
orphan
well, 'cause the-
Annies. Orphan and Annies. That's
Who do we write a letter to?
I don't. Well, it would be the like the
district.
Where is this
Centralia
school?
High School. It doesn't tell me. It says schools like Louisiana State, which has the Tigers and Lady Tigers, volunteered. Blah 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 blah.
this.
Why
school
can't
needs
the high schools do the
canceled.
same? Oh, South Central Illinois.
Cancel them.
We need to go to South Central.
I mean,
Illinois.
it says according to StadiumTalk.com. I have to go to their site to make sure, but I mean, this is I think
home
StadiumTalk.com.
of the Annie orphans
Yeah,
The
we're
orphan-
canceled.
or orphan
They're canceled.
Annies.
Yeah,
I mean, so
Wow.
they do have like a Daddy Warbucks.
I mean, somebody there's got to be daddy. I don't know.
I mean, is it the principal? The principal.
You know what? I hope they do. I hope they call him Warbucks.
Daddy Warbucks.
I hope so.
Daddy Principal Warbucks.
Wow.
Well,
Home of the orphan Annies.
the orphan.
We're writing a letter.
The orphans
Now
are
that-
the boys and the
now-
Annies, and the Annies are the girls.
Now I'm being a Kevin because we need to.
Kevin, he's
Get it,
telling.
Kevin.
He's telling. Kevin's coming out.
That's
Kevin's
not
back,
protecting the
guys.
That is
people.
not okay.
That's not okay.
That's not.
Okay.
It really
We're going to
isn't.
South. What is it? South Central
South
Illinois.
South Central.
Centralia,
South
Somewhere.
Central
South
Illinois.
Side?
I just want to go to the home of the Fighting Artichokes because I feel like that gives me very good Fighting Acorn energy, and I think that
Yeah.
they could pull that off. You might have to get a small kid to do the acorn.
No, we're not doing that.
I think so.
That would be like
No.
a great match.
Yeah.
Like the fighting
Artichokes
acorns and
versus the
artichokes.
acorns.
I like my acorns. We're not doing that. We
I
just
love
need
it.
to change our name and find us a little mascot.
well,
Yeah,
you
that
know.
acorn is crazy.
Oh, well,
Durant,
whatever.
we gotta
Yes,
bring you
Dr.
back.
Grant.
We should have asked him that question when he was.
I
on
didn't
Buzz
know.
Talk.
I didn't know that was their mascot.
I honestly
That's
did not
insane.
know. I worked there and still didn't know.
You didn't
but,
know.
You know, like kids
So
shouted
somebody
about,
one day was
"Go
like,
acorns!"
"We're the
Like,
acorns."
"We're the acorns."
Go acorns.
Go
Well,
acorns.
I just want him to start saying fighting acorns. Let's normalize
Let's
fighting.
normalize
acorns.
fighting acorns.
You're a fighting acorn.
Yes.
You're not just an
Well,
acorn.
we can't be the fighting.
Yes, you
acorns.
can.
We don't have nothing to fight for.
They don't have sports.
Your
no, we
life.
don't have sports.
Your life. Well, they gotta have something. They got like Science Olympiad or something.
They play for their like
play
the
for our
home
home
the
schools.
home school you're supposed to go to.
But I'm sure they have like a club. Don't they have like
They
like
do,
Power of the
but
Pen
come
or-
on, I'm a sports fan.
Like a math
Doing
math
all of
counts
that.
or-
Doing all that other stuff. Is
Well,
not cool.
math
Not
leagues.
cool for mine. So,
But that's
yeah.
I mean, it is still cool. We don't want to discourage all that. But
Hey, I was
They
in
have,
Spanish club.
yeah, the home of the
Espanol.
fighting acorn
Trace- I
Spanish
know.
They
club.
probably have like quiz bowl or something.
Yeah,
They
the
do
quiz
have
bowl
quiz
team.
bowl.
Go acorns.
Go
Yeah,
Acorns.
and I bet you they have some spearware that says "Go Acorns" on it.
I do have my Toledo Early College
Does it have an acorn
purple
on it?
shirt. Yes, it does.
Yeah. I was
believe it
definitely.
does.
I was going to say.
I believe it
I'm
does.
pretty sure I've seen Braden with something.
Would
Yeah,
you
he
prefer
has.
that it said
Acorn.
"Fighting Acorns" on it?
No, I would not.
I bet Brady
I don't
would.
want to. He doesn't really care. I
I'm
don't
gonna ask
think.
him.
You can ask him. Why don't you ask him?
I
Ask him.
will.
We're gonna follow up with that next week. We're gonna
Yeah,
ask
I'll
him.
let y'all know.
Like it.
on the
Yeah,
next
let us
show,
know
like,
what Braden
he
says
said
about the
that
fighting
acorn,
acorns.
about
He
the
probably
fighting
doesn't
acorn.
even care anyway.
He doesn't.
He
Yeah.
just wears the stuff like. I really don't have to get school stuff for
Yeah.
him because our wardrobe year round is sweats and Crocs
Yeah,
And acorns.
and acorns.
You can get him a hat.
You get an acorn hat.
with the little stem coming up. the
Yes,
top.
the cute little hat.
He won't wear it.
I think he should.
That would be in
No.
the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, what is this?
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
Amy, you have any shout outs?
I did. I shouted out my son.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah,
Oh, I
She's
thought you
gonna
had
sing
some
for
more.
us.
I'm not gonna do that
You're not
anymore.
gonna sing.
You
You're not
got
gonna
my
sing
Annie.
anymore?
No.
You're not gonna sing for us.
No,
You suck.
I do. Maybe later.
Well, there's that. All right. Well, thank you, Cousin Mo, for stopping by the
Yes,
show.
thank
Make
you.
sure y'all tap
Absolutely.
in with her on the Keeping It Real with Mo podcast. It's every
Tap,
other
tap,
Monday
tap
at
in.
7 p.m.
7.
Yeah,
Yes.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
YouTube. Go to our Facebook page. She has real conversations with real people, and
Yeah.
she's always keeping it real. So make sure y'all go and follow her on YouTube and Facebook and all that good
yeah.
stuff.
Go catch our episodes. We were both on, so you can go
Yes.
catch the episodes we were on, and
Yes, we both.
then
on
go
there.
watch and listen because they can only watch one of
Yeah.
them. There's only one where they can. I mean, they could watch
One
it.
you can watch, one
Yeah.
you can listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get all the fancy shit.
I
you
didn't.
got.
I didn't.
Well,
Yeah, because
yeah.
I didn't know how. And
Yeah.
yeah.
The fancy shit happened
Yeah.
because
Well, see, it was Monday, and I had to really
because we
hurry
made
up.
it happen. Shout out
did.
to us for making that happen.
But it was Monday, and I had to let him watch his soap opera, so I couldn't really hold him.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I feel that.
You know, I have to watch my soap
He's
opera.
gotta
on
watch
Monday.
his
Your
Monday
stories.
soap opera.
Yes.
Big T needs the stories.
Yes. And I'm not talking about like Bold and Beautiful. I'm talking about like
No,
my
we are
wrestling.
talking.
No,
Raw.
I know.
Yeah.
It's your stories.
Yes, it is. It's my story.
WWE Monday
Yeah.
Night Raw.
Yes, it's on.
As long as it's raw.
It is raw.
I thought you
No
said you
idea
didn't do
what's
anything
going
raw.
on in that sport right now, but hey.
It's on Netflix, so it's definitely raw.
Well, you raw that
Very
too.
raw.
You said I don't do anything raw, but you've raw broccoli,
Broccoli.
and raw WWE.
I did. Yep. Every Monday night I do it raw.
So other than those two things, he does nothing else raw.
Yeah, I do not.
Just
No.
broccoli and WWE.
Yep. Only on Mondays though.
Only on Mondays.
Only on Mondays do I do it raw. But yeah,
Is it unraw other times?
well, the other shows that I call raw,
Okay.
they're
This is
called.
raw.
Well, Friday is SmackDown.
Smack it down.
There's that
So
much.
we smacking
Yes. It's smack it.
Twice?
Huh?
Double.
it. Smack it twice.
Smack, smack.
Smack, smack.
Smack, smack.
It's once.
Yeah.
I'm going to
One
learn
and a
about this.
half.
My son for his school had to pick a passion project, and
Mhm.
apparently he picked the WWE.
He should be.
Ooh, who's
He
his
did.
favorite
I
wrestler?
didn't even know he liked it. So I guess
Yeah.
I'm going to find this all out when
Well,
I
you
go to
know-
his showcase.
Well, you know who's the least favorite wrestler right now?
Hulk Hogan.
John
John
Well, yes,
Cena.
definitely Hulk Hogan because he's
Yeah.
a racist.
John Cena. You
Racist.
can't see me. You can see him apparently right now.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, was he a chameleon? What happened?
So, okay, first of all,
I'm
let's
so
go to
confused.
Hulk Hogan.
Let's rewind.
I know he's a racist.
Hulk
I
Hogan
get that
is a
part.
racist.
Yeah, I
yes.
get that part.
By the way, his daughter just made an Instagram post
About
about
how
him.
racist he was.
Well, there's that about how much her family traumatized her.
Not
Really?
surprising. I watched that
Wow.
show.
Yeah, so
she seemed traumatized.
yeah, so Brooke Hogan she made this Instagram post. So she hasn't talked to her mom in like
Well,
I
yeah.
think
Wasn't her
5
mom
years,
banging one of her
7 years.
friends?
Yeah,
like-
Ew.
yeah,
No, like 19-year-old friend.
yeah.
Ew,
Yeah.
disgusting.
But she hasn't talked to her mom. I want to say she said like either 5
Don't
or
quote me
7
on that.
years.
I should have
Well, allegedly
she was banging
she
one
was
of her.
banging the friends. But she hasn't talked to her mom in like at least 5 years, and she says by choice. She's married now. She has kid and everything or whatever. And so her mom went like on this Instagram rant
Yeah.
and like made a video about her. And Brooke was like, you know what? I wasn't even going to address it, but since you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. And so she made this post, and she was just talking about like how much like trauma has affected her,
Yeah.
about how it messed up her music career.
Mhm.
And so like now she doesn't want to do music because every time she thinks about music, she thinks about that.
I liked her music.
Yeah, her music's pretty good.
Yeah.
But she said ever since that though, she's been very low key and she's found peace
Yeah.
in being low key.
I mean, I don't.
yeah,
Having Hulk Hogan for a dad. And
yeah.
what was her
Yeah,
name?
that
Linda?
was
Wasn't that mom Linda?
Yeah. Hogan's knows
Listen,
best.
Linda.
Yeah, I used to watch that show all the
Listen,
time, and
Linda,
I was
Linda.
traumatized for those children.
Yeah, they were. So, but to answer your question, John Cena. So John Cena in the wrestling world is what they call a heel. A heel is a bad guy. Okay. I know. I'm a wrestling nerd, y'all. So I got
We are
Do they have fighting
nerds,
acorns?
wrestling nerds. Shout
No,
out to
they
all
don't.
my wrestling fans out there.
Yes. So he's a heel. He used to be a babyface. Babyface is a good person. Okay.
You're looking like what?
Yes. So a babyface is a good person. A heel is a bad person. So his whole career, he has been a good guy.
Good guy.
Oh,
Like
Veteran.
he's like this. He's kind of like my generation's Hulk Hogan
uh-huh.
because I watch wrestling as a kid.
Yeah.
So he's been around since about like 2005, 4, 3, something like that. So he's like the
with the rock.
Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
was the Rock a baby face or a
he's been both.
baby
Yeah,
back or
both.
whatever the hell
He's
he's
a
called?
face and a heel.
He's
Oh,
not a
heel.
rib.
Yeah.
I
He's
didn't know.
not a baby face.
Yeah. He's
A
been
baby face or a heel? Okay. He
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
He's been The Rock has been both before.
Which one do we like him better as?
Well, right now The Rock because he's still wrestling.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 50 something still wrestling.
Yeah, he's still wrestling. Yes.
yeah, tracks.
So he's a heel right now. But
Mhm.
so and actually they tie in together with this. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so John Cena turned heel. No, for real.
I'm listening.
so he turned into a bad guy.
Okay.
Okay, let me stop using wrestling terms. He
The-
turned into
the
a bad
dark side.
Yes, he
went
turned to the dark
He
side.
went to the dark
And
side.
nobody expected it
No.
because he's been this good guy, like hustle, loyalty, and respect, and take your
Well,
vitamins.
they had to
and
have a
shit.
plot twist.
Well, because he's been doing it for the last
Yeah.
10 years.
Mhm.
But John Cena's not a full-time wrestler because he does movies and
Yeah.
all this other stuff, whatever. So he came back He's like, I'm retiring. This is my last go round. So everybody's been like, yeah, John Cena, we love John Cena. Well,
He was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So Cody Rhodes, who is the champion, who's like, he's the good guy or whatever, John Cena turned on him. They were like supposed to be friends.
This
They were
is
friends.
insane.
Yeah, and he turned on
It gets
him.
better.
This is
Oh, it
why
gets
these are
better.
the stories.
Yeah. So it is. So
I'm cracking up at your face right now
I know.
because you're so
I know, you guys.
I'm
you are
so into it.
so
It's
excited
like a
right
kid at
now.
Christmas
I
party.
Yes,
know.
it
And
literally
this is what happened.
that is what is happening
I'm
right
like,
now.
I saw the same thing.
Yes.
I was not that
I love it.
excited.
Okay.
Yes.
Big T with the WWE.
Yeah, okay, I got
T.
you. Laying a smackdown. But no, so smack.
Smack
that
2 times.
all over my floor.
Yes.
Smack that. Hey.
See, 3 times I got you to sing.
See. But no, so John Cena turned on Cody Rhodes
Okay.
because he wants to go after. So John Cena wants to go after his 17th championship.
Okay.
He's won, or 14th is one of them, but he's won the WWE championship at least I'd say 15 or 16 times.
Okay.
But he wants to win the championship because he wants to break Ric Flair's record.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair has won the championship.
Did he just die?
No, he's not dead.
Oh, what did I hear
Oh, he's
about
not.
him?
I thought he was dead.
I swear I heard that.
Ric
I
Flair's not
did.
dead.
Maybe I need to
I
stop.
thought he
No.
was.
Maybe I need to stop
No.
going to that side of the social media.
You need to.
I mean,
That was probably a viral post that they're like, click here, he
He
died.
died.
You're trying to get me to
He's
steal
dead.
all my information.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
but
Ric
yeah,
Flair.
he turned on him. He's trying to beat his record. So he turned on him because he wants to go after the championship, which is at WrestleMania. And WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl of wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like a big thing. But he linked up with The Rock because The Rock doesn't like Cody Rhodes.
I can only think of him as the Tooth Fairy. Like whenever I
That
think
was
of
a
The
good
Rock,
movie.
that was a
good movie.
great
That was a
movie.
great movie.
He was a baby face in that
He was-
movie.
he was
He was
big.
not a
imagine
heel.
He was
waking
not a
up
heel,
and
no.
seeing
I
The
think he was in
Rock
all the-
there in a tutu.
I would-
grabbing your tooth.
I
No.
don't know if that would traumatize me or if I would
Yeah.
be
I think
excited.
it would traumatize me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So The Rock doesn't like Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes took the championship from The Rock's cousin. The Rock's cousin was the WWE champion for 3 years.
What's The Rock's cousin's
His
name?
name is Roman Reigns. Roman
Reigns.
Oh,
And
this
he-
is
This is they're real cousins in real life. Like
This
their
is
whole
really
yeah.
It's the
yeah. This is a
Samoan
whole.
family.
This is
Yeah,
a whole thing.
That's
He
a
is
whole
the
saga,
tribal
yeah.
chief.
Yeah.
The
So
OTC.
so the whole pandemic, Roman Reigns was a WWE champion. Like
Okay.
he
He
beat
said, "I'm
everybody.
not in the house. I'm out here beating
Yeah.
people
Well, I
fakely."
feel like they gave it to him because he overcame a sickness.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, did he? I didn't
was
know
he a
that.
baby face or a heel?
When that happened, he was supposed to be a heel, but then he announced that he had leukemia. And
Oh,
then
so then he turned into a baby
Oh.
face.
Yeah, and then he came back and they
Yes.
said that he was in remission. But during the pandemic, he
Okay.
wasn't fighting because he was still like
Because he was still sick.
high risk.
Okay, so like if
But
you
then when
win a championship, you become a baby face.
You don't not always.
No, the
No.
heels win too.
Not
Yeah.
always look at Naomi. and
Yeah.
I don't know who these people are.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole different story.
I think that at this point in time, we're going to be here all night.
No, we're not. So yeah, so
Part
John Cena,
two.
so John Cena teamed
Stay
up with
tuned.
The Rock. So John Cena teamed up with The Rock because The Rock is trying to get all these people to like go against Cody Rhodes,
Okay,
and so The Rock
it's
now
like an
goes.
alliance
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because their goal is to get the championship back, like away from
together.
Cody. Yes. So John Cena and Cody Rhodes have this big match at WrestleMania for the championship.
Where
And
is that?
Where's WrestleMania this year? WrestleMania this year is in Vegas,
Oh,
and it's 2 nights.
Hey.
So
I might
WrestleMania,
make a trip.
yeah. So WrestleMania used to be like a 6-hour event, like 5 to 6
This
hours.
is insane.
Because it was so long, they split into 2 nights now.
Yeah.
So
It can
they
be
have
seen
night
on
1 and
Peacock.
half.
Well, and
two.
it's in Vegas. Like,
Yeah,
more
well,
money,
they
people
started
come.
putting it into 2 nights, like during the pandemic, because people was like, I'm not sitting here for 6
well,
hours
not with
watching
COVID
wrestling.
floating around the air.
Right.
Well, there's that. Well, during COVID, they didn't have any fans.
Yeah,
They had to do like virtual stuff.
which is probably 6 hours of virtual wasn't working.
Well, no. So like the regular shows, they were doing like virtual stuff, but then like they would go to states and do events where like they were loosening up the COVID.
Where they had,
restrictions,
yeah,
like
like I
Florida.
said, nobody wants to sit
Mhm.
there for 6 hours of COVID breathing.
Yeah. So
WrestleMania is on Peacock.
yeah.
I will be watching.
I'm
So it's a
probably,
big thing.
I'm probably not going to watch anything that you're
Yeah.
saying, but
I
I am
know
going to
you
learn
won't.
all about it when my
You did.
son does a presentation for school.
He will.
I'll just have him come
Yeah.
talk to cousin.
Clearly, he
Clearly.
needs. Do you want to come in as his
He can come on.
human
That
guest
was the
speaker?
best-
I will.
Because I feel
best
like
I
way
will.
he could have said
I
that better
feel
than
like
me.
yeah. Okay.
So all the mud talk just found out that I'm a big wrestling nerd.
Like beyond because I
I
didn't.
love it.
I've been behind for at least 3 weeks.
that
and you
is your-
summed it all up. in one.
That is your kid Christmas face. Every
Yeah.
time you get that face, that's the same face, by the way, when he's drinking and he wants to text me about the
I
podcast.
come up with an idea.
He sends me a video or a picture, and I can see that face.
Yes.
Or if we're drinking together, I know
You already
he's
know.
good.
Like,
Yeah,
oh, you're 2 in. Let me.
Yep.
let me
There's
get
there's
caught.
an idea coming.
Yep.
I love it.
So yeah,
Okay,
that's
there you
so
go.
now everybody knows that I'm a big wrestling nerd. So there's that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I even went to me and Devin, not my nephew Devin, but
Yeah, I know Devin. Yeah.
yeah, we went to SummerSlam together in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That was the only time that I would ever sit for. That was 5 hours. It started at 6 and it was over at 11.
Hey,
This
I
is
went to
about-
WWE when it was here.
Yeah, I've been to that.
They had
too.
it here.
Yeah, they have it here all the time.
Yeah, I've only been twice.
This is going to be 5 hours if we don't
No, we're
move
not.
forward.
We are going to move forward. So
I love you all, but
Yes.
we're going to just have to off air.
She got
this.
places
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah,
I don't, but I don't. I think our viewers might.
Yeah.
It's Friday
they
night.
probably like, all right, y'all, that wrestling shit, wrap it up.
Yeah.
I actually just miss wrestling just now because it's not right now. But
See?
it's
Oh,
bad.
you'll be fine.
It's fine. It's on Hulu. It's cool. So, well, thank y'all, everybody, for tuning and tapping in, even to this part of the show where we just talk about random shit. We talk
Yeah.
about wrestling, but thank y'all for tapping in. Thank you, Cousin Mo, for stopping
Yes,
by. We
thank
appreciate
you.
you. Thank you for being
Thank you
our
for
guest
having me.
host for today.
Yes,
Hope
thank you.
you
Thanks
have
for having
fun.
me.
Yes, and thank you for having me too.
Yeah.
You know, so you might just get the whole Mud Talk family on the show.
Yeah.
Craig and Shane
You
will be
know
next.
what?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
or we can all just come together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bring it all in.
yeah, come together as in unity.
Yes.
That's what I meant, y'all. Just want to clarify that.
Hi. It is late night.
So I just want to clarify that. But thank y'all for tuning in and tapping into the show. We appreciate you guys. I'm Big T,
Hi, Miss Amy.
and you officially tapped into the hottest podcast that brings you the latest in music, news, and fashion, and the only show that keeps our ears to the streets.
While you grind and
Hey,
shine.
thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace out.